Discord stuff as well. Because I got the Twitters.
I'm packing things up.
That is the wrong button for Twitter.
I'm gonna pack you up.
Ooh, boy.
I'm all out of sorts now. I'm out of water.
Google, you literally can't help me. No! 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 Google, stop!
Google, no!
Google Maps.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Holy
got it.
shit.
Yeah.
I was
There's
laughing
that.
so hard
Biggest
when you were
box.
like, Scott's gonna
No,
cook
just
your
bigger
boat.
Oh yeah, just little skeleton.
Oh, Maddie.
Did you see the thing that he posted about the? I was like posting something sad on Twitter. Let me find it.
Oh, just like the person like running through the water or whatever. Yeah, I laughed so hard. I was like, I was gonna post a GIF too, but I can't top that.
So good. This.
Okay.
Me on my way to deliver good vibes. I can't.
I was like, oh, I'll post a GIF too to make Vox happy, but that one wins. How do I?
Holy
I
fucking
love
shit.
Scott so much.
What?
Fucking Scott. I posted something sad on Twitter and he was like, me on my way.
Good vibes.
Which like that's exactly Scott. So
Yeah.
like I'm
With
not
snacks and booze.
I'm not convinced that isn't actually a video of Scott.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Did you see it?
Oh, the old woman like trouncing.
Just trouncing through the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Scott. Somebody who's known the man for almost 10 years now.
Love Scott.
Me too. I really hope he does come to visit. I know he's been talking about it, but I'm like, please.
Holy fuck. I don't think we've ever set up a stream that quickly.
Yeah, we have.
For
Oh yeah, I've rebuilt it faster than that before.
Alright. That's oh
In the original Tales, when we were still streaming from our house,
oh god.
Would we
that's
have
right.
to rebuild it like every week?
because the webcams always fucked up.
That's right. Because it wasn't a permanent setup, so anytime you would unplug or plug a hardware back in, because it all depended on which USB ports you plugged it into specifically, would determine whether or not they decided to work that day.
And come to find out, almost over a year later, it was actually less of a problem with the cameras and more a problem with a very specific camera that just hated us.
That was giving.
Yeah, it's
enough
sitting in my
stress
office, technically on top of a monitor, dead.
Just put it in a
It
cage.
just doesn't work.
Yeah, I actually need to throw it out. I don't know why it's still there.
Memorabilia? I'm not sure.
It like this camera is so fucked that if you have it plugged in, it fucks with all the other cameras.
It's
Yep.
that bad.
Yeah.
And it goes, haha.
But you pay.
fuckers."
So did you tell where'd you got it from? Or you get
I think it was way past the warranty date on that one.
Yep.
No, it's ancient.
Kind of like
Shame.
me.
It was
Yep.
another one of these ones here.
All right.
Because you'll see the other ones all have blue lights on them. This one's got a white light. This one's technically a higher or a better version.
See, that has a higher light on it.
Yep.
Was the one? It
No,
has a,
it's just a different.
Color.
right.
It's a different color lighting because it's a
Right.
different model. I think those ones are the newer ones.
They're newer, but they don't have a higher resolution. Because this one supports.
Yeah, that's the C920. But
This is the 922.
Hi Jade.
Hello, Jane.
Oh, we're streaming.
Yes.
Yes, I
Hi there.
I said we were streaming.
Yes, Jake, that is what we are here to do.
Really?
I know.
Like, I know this might be a surprise
Fucking
to you
shock.
the hell do I come here for?
with how
I'm
often
already
you
I'm
do it.
trying to sell
exhausted. I
people.
didn't even do anything.
Who here on Twitch wants to hear about contracts?
No! I swear to God you do that, and I will bury your face in that
Where did I
candle.
put that pencil?
Before you do that, though, hi, my name is Jacob. I'm an energy consultant licensed. Yeah.
Actually, no.
Where's the big
How's that?
D20?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not as heavy as these.
Did you bring
You
your
can throw
wrench?
both.
No, I didn't.
Where's the home defense
Home
wrench?
defense wrench.
How are we supposed to defend ourselves?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Same way.
How are we supposed
I
to?
had a very long day today.
You beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
I think that's why we have the
That's why you
katanas.
pick me up and swing me if you
Don't forget
Oh,
about
right.
can.
that. The katanas. The katanas.
Oh shit, that's still in here.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
How are we going to defend ourselves standing in my home?
Right on.
Very dull blade.
Yeah, it's technically not a.
You can still
Technically-
buttons on
It's technically a prop.
I think it still hurt.
That and that's actually one of the least important parts of that blade to have sharp.
It's the tip.
No, it's
Is it more for stabbing or slashing?
Nah.
Slashing.
The upper like third of the blade is actually what's supposed to be sharp.
If you're hitting it that far to the back, there's something wrong.
You will actually shatter the blade.
Oh, really? Oh, I never. Not my hobby. Cool to know, though.
Like that means they're way too close to you, and you're not doing something.
I prefer swords that are less for cutting and more for bludgeoning.
I like that.
Which is
Yeah.
pretty much what that blade is.
You'd prefer a hammer.
No, I want a sword that's made for bludgeoning and not slashing.
So, like, if you miss or hit something else, you can keep just, you know.
Well, that's like the big swords you see people use in movies all the time, the big two-handed ones.
Mhm.
They barely ever were used for actually slashing. They were just so heavy.
that
They
it
just
just crushed
forced-
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It crushed armor.
It's a more finely shaped hammer.
Pretty much.
If it
Yeah.
works.
Oh, yeah, like blades like halberds and stuff. Breads and stuff.
That.
Halberds.
Thank you.
Halberd's a polearm, not a.
Thank you
Sword.
for helping me. You know what? I don't know weapons. I'm trying to contribute to the
Dungeons and
conversation.
Dragons.
I'm trying to get to the announcements so we can play D&D after an hour and a half of trying to fucking fix this. So, first off, welcome to Tales from the Tavern, where a bunch of nerds playing D&D. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Tabletop Loot, who will actually be sponsoring tonight's giveaway. You can go to their website, type in Tales Tavern at checkout, capital T, and get 10% off your next purchase of dice. They're awesome folks.
Indeed.
They send us extra dice whenever we order dice for giveaways, like twice as many dice.
Their quality control cat is also very cute.
Yes. Fantastic.
Yes,
quality
their dice are very strictly quality controlled. Cat's very proficient.
control. Knocks them around. All
Gotta
right.
get the test rolls in.
Right.
Humble Bundle, it's still the same bundles from last week. It's the Call of Duty, Battle Royale, and Lego games.
Yes, we're a humble partner. So if you go through our link, which I have another button for that, and you buy things, you can give us a kickback.
If you like to write, they also have a really good writer bundle right
And
now.
Age of Mythology's free on Humble Bundle for the next, 13, 14 hours.
Wait, Age of Mythology. I
Age
thought-
of Mythology 3.
You said Age of Wonders first.
Age
time.
of Wonders. One of the two.
I was gonna say
Which one?
Age
They're
of
all
Mythology
very
and Age
similar.
of Wonder are two different things.
Yes,
and
sorry. Age of Wonder 3.
I was gonna say if it was Age of Mythology, I'd be all over that shit.
I played Age of Mythology as well. That's a good game.
But yes, so
Age of Wonder.
go through there and you can help us
Get free
and
games.
also help charity and get cheap games.
Or free games, sometimes.
I don't want your paper. I
One
don't
of-
want your paper.
I have a question.
What?
Do you think Lily's cute?
Yes.
I'm trying to turn her into a supermodel, but I want your opinion. Get it?
You should probably stop fingering your mouth if you're gonna do that.
No, that's what I'm trying to turn her into a supermodel. Get it? yeah.
Stop!
Are you saying porn star
I'd
or
like
supermodel?
to put something to a vote. I'd like to kick Diet Jake out. Does anyone second my motion?
Yep.
That is fair.
I have a second.
I'll leave Lily.
Oh, thank you for the resub ESP RPG.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you so
Stop
much.
writing on the
Where'd you
walls.
put them?
Wait.
What walls?
Stop scribbling on the walls.
In your shirt.
Oh, took me a second to figure that out.
What?
You trying to write
Oh,
Druid script on the city walls.
Oh, I can finally let my
Oh,
hero.
stop writing
Oh
on
my
the
God.
walls.
Other thing we'd like to say, it is still going on, the Kickstarter for the Pats RPG. It is a game me and Bailey have been working on. I got another button here.
Go support them.
Yeah.
There's time left. I forgot how much time, because I've been busy working on it.
Yeah, there's
there's a
time
certain
left.
number of time left.
It's like between 10 and 15 days, somewhere in there.
And we've got a percentage of over half.
Yeah,
I think you're up over 60 now.
Okay.
That's a percentage over half,
We've
so.
been busy.
I think the current Kickstarter, I think it's currently at $5,800 out of 8,000 that we
something
are
like
looking
that.
for. Yeah, no, we've been working hard on it, so much so that I've lost track of time. The other thing, if you want to check out more of the world, there's a world anvil for this world.
my-
It's fun. Now a few more things. We did update one of our
It's fire.
donation rewards.
I'm poking the fire.
Stop poking the fire.
But
Why
it's-
does that have to be a thing I have to tell you people?
Not people, just him.
But it's hot.
It's Jake Light.
It's called fire.
Wait, what color
Tell the
is
younger, stupider you what's right and wrong.
He's not me.
Teach him in your ways, Jake.
You are the senior Jake here.
Yeah.
You bear all the responsibility for the younger Jake.
Continue with the script.
It's not a script. Stop putting your finger on the fire before I empty this bottle and then beat you with it.
I think I got a boo. My finger's black. My finger.
Your finger's
No.
also bent.
No,
Yes, it is.
I don't need a shotgun for a rabbit.
Wow.
At least I can run like a rabbit. At least.
Might not be so just really
Not in this house, you can't.
Anyway, we had to
Broke
update
my
one of our
fingers several times.
donation rewards. We updated the sanity save because it was while it's fun, it was getting a little bit out of hand for some of our sessions. So it will cost. It is now at the $8 mark, or 800 bits, depending on which one you use.
Up a little higher. You like to feel the boat.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
And last but not least, we will be giving away a mug tonight. Probably sometime.
A mug?
Yes, a mug. It is a tabletop loot mug. This might be a mimic, but for coffee, I'll risk it.
I want that.
It's very nice.
You can actually get it on the tabletop loot store.
I'm gonna enter in the giveaway. So I don't have to buy anything.
There's a restriction for
No players.
none of the players.
Make
Why
or
are
another-
we
streamers.
mean cousin it on stream?
Because it's warm. My face is
How
cold.
are you cold?
My face is cold.
My toes are cold.
I'm
My
cold.
toes are cold.
Except for my face.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm
Yeah.
just
I'm
barely
having a
not
very nice
warm.
time.
I forgot my slippers.
Not-
Other than that, I'm perfectly fine. Just my toes were cold for some reason.
It's
Jake!
The floor is cold.
That would make sense, yes. My left leg is now fine because my leg's doing the bouncing thing.
My hair is much too long.
I feel that.
All right.
Yeah, but you want yours to be long. I don't.
I
want mine
don't know if I want mine to be long.
I'm just
So,
talking
him.
to Nent.
Oh.
with
And I
that,
just chuckled.
it's time for D&D.
Is it?
Also,
That's
we
what
have
we're-
shirts. Go buy them.
That's what we're here.
Oh, yes. We have a store.
Shirts are
Yeah.
cool. Shirt. That's all
You should
I
all go
see.
buy the Nakane shirt.
Also, if you guys
sweatshirt.
want group art of all of us, you need to donate because the thing is above Jake's head. It's over here. It's right
That way.
there. It's right here.
Right above my head here.
It's right here.
Ninja, you're actually just pointing at me.
I mean, you and above you, so. I don't know. There.
God damn it! Yeah. So that is for us to get a group art of all of the characters, Aldwin Myth, Tell, Farron, Nakane, Flynn, by Sarah Sid, who is one of our favorite artists for our characters.
And it's very, very good.
Yes, she's actually the one who did all the artwork down here. That is
So yeah,
cycling through.
and these too. These
That,
things.
that way.
This thing right
That way. That way.
here. And Vox has one over right,
Like
right here.
right over
Oh
there.
yeah, that did.
Check it out.
We're all a bunch of weirdos, if you
Wait.
couldn't tell.
Keep
No,
waiting.
Fuck you,
There's
show
only
up.
one tell here.
There we go, yeah.
There it is. Look how cool that is. I mean, it's him, but still.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fair, honestly.
Does
I
that
like
work?
it though.
No, that's a
That's
map. Don't touch the map.
Can we take the map
Oh,
out
wait.
and I can use cases of beating stick?
No.
I
Do you
still
have a
need to-
beating
oh,
stick?
that's right,
You
I
do have a
still need
beating
to
stick somewhere in the
inspect-
house.
Yeah, but you fidget.
What can I do with a stick?
You'll
You
figure
fucking
it out.
tap
You'll
or
figure it
something.
out.
Tap on it, tap the table, put your fingers on it and tap it, tap it, tap.
Can we
Somehow
talk?
scratch the table with it.
What? Where did you
Oh.
find those?
I would work on the computer.
Okay.
I was like, what?
Where did those?
I
Where
don't know
did
what I
you
needed
pull
the
those
players
from?
for though.
Unlike the other 6 days that we don't use this room, Jake interrogates people here.
There you
Yeah, I'm just really good at cleaning up blood.
It's really good for
Jesus
keep.
Christ.
I mean, that's why we don't open that closet.
Why do you think the map is on the table?
He's very good at it.
There's a
fuck,
reason we
that's
don't
right, that
open the
candle's
closet
really
or
close
those
to me and
drawers
I
in
do not
session.
Set my hair on fire.
Throw a blanket over it.
The fire?
No, the blood.
I mean,
Oh.
that's a way to put out the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
D&D.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Last time on Tales from the Tavern, wow, actually not much happened last time. You guys fought some mushroom ladies.
And then
We
we
fought
ended
each
up
other.
in the Feywild.
Where at?
And then you walked forward some more, and ended up in the Feywild.
We did fight each other. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that did happen.
I downed Flynn.
Oh,
I
I found out that I can't be charmed.
Mind control. I'm gonna have to take over Nakane's mind through non-magical means.
Can we not?
I downed Flynn, and it was totally worth it.
All it takes is someone resurrecting one of your party
Oh,
members.
yeah.
Yeah, no, then you'll kill
Can
us.
it be not me?
Yeah, she's
We'll see.
No, it definitely needs to be math.
She's blessed enough.
Everything that bad that happens to the party needs to happen to you. You're the magnet.
Yeah, basically. I mean,
Let
As long as
Flynn
it's
do
not
it.
tell.
No, because it happens to Flynn too, but Flynn deserves it because he goes
Yeah.
out and asks for it.
I did kind
Not
of ask
particularly.
for it that one time that I yelled at the snake man.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, the snake man was kind of a dick.
He was like a huge dick, not kind of a dick.
Oh, when Sarah came out immediately.
Yeah, there's that too.
It makes this. Oh, this one says raw. Sarah. Oh, Rock Sarah. Boom!
They all activate.
I was meaning when who taunted Roxera in the arena and
Well,
said,
so-
"Oh, that was you." Okay.
No, that wasn't Roxera. That was like something else.
That was the champion, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Roxera is another name for Plas.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Roxera the champion's name?
No,
What was the champion's name?
you're asking the wrong person.
You're the DM! That's the right person to ask!
It's in this book somewhere.
No, I used catapult to chuck a knife at him from across the arena.
Yes,
Alright.
but you didn't use magic to taunt him either, or consistently make it so he would miss.
oh.
I actually kind of know what I do.
Then again, I slowed him and he was like, "Motherfucker," and I was like,
Oh, Roxa.
"Roxar, okay,
Uh,
close enough."
No, it's not.
I got the first bit right.
Good job. You
That's
got
halfway
rock.
there. And the S was there as well. So
Shut the fuck up. All
the
right.
snake name is kind of fair.
So, you guys exit what was originally a mine into an open field. There's sort of like a forest behind you with the path that you guys walked by. In the distance, there is a there's a gleaming city, and there is a forest also further to your right and forward. And Leaflake goes, "Okay, well, I got you all here, so I guess I'll be seeing you then."
There's a guide in the Feywild, not just a guide to the Feywild.
I mean, you're getting more honey out of the deal, so does it really matter?
Exactly.
Yeah, you are getting more honey.
Yeah, crap them more honey.
It's true.
Oh, also the thing I said about names doesn't matter. You can use your real names.
Right?
Up to you.
All right, so where are you going?
Yes.
Okay, we're here.
Shiny place? Shiny city.
I honestly, I don't know where we're going.
I figured
Are
the
we
shiny
looking
place.
for
Aberline.
Neverline? And
Who?
the children?
Was that the spring or the winter night? I forget which
Spring.
one. Spring. Winter night's your one.
Who here was paying attention to the plot?
Can we get that on a shirt, please? Thank you, John.
I didn't write anything down.
Just fucking
Yeah, no, we were going to see wherever the spring
Flynn looking confused.
court
Who was paying
thing
attention
was.
to the plot?
I
That's
said
like
that.
God Flynn's the third or the fourth wall breaker for the campaign.
The fucking Deadpool of the party. Okay.
Honestly, we could just get a black T-shirt that has the text on there, and that'll accomplish everything for people.
God.
He was paying attention to the
But I am
plot.
saying that in and out of characters.
We're going to like a spring court place. I forget exactly what it was, but we had some name for it.
Is that the place where they have the children?
Presumably. We don't actually know where the children are, aside from
Leaf
maybe
Lake.
probably in here.
Does he know where the
No.
kids are? Oh, that's a fucking shame.
Do you know where the place you just mentioned was?
The spring court?
Spring Court.
Well, I don't
Where?
know a damn thing about the
So you want to see the Princess of Spring?
Sure.
Well, wait,
Wait.
Wasn't so
The
Aberline
spring night.
the spring knight? We need to talk to the spring knight.
Oh, he's not here.
He's not here,
How do you know?
Oh, he left a while ago.
so
Came
maybe
back
the,
recently.
the princess might be a better
Yes.
option
let's
for right now.
talk to the. I mean,
Yes, let's go see the princess.
we could do
Does
that.
anyone here know Sylvan?
Yes. No.
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 I'm not gonna look. I know.
Never mind.
Write down
I was like,
my
yes, because one of my other characters
languages.
doesn't know. This one don't.
I know.
I don't know because you and
Is
I were
Sylvan
the,
vastly different from Elven in your world?
Yes.
Okay.
I know because you and I were in the process of changing my
You,
tiefling and
nope,
I don't
nope,
know.
nope.
So,
your,
no.
your tiefling will not give that to you
I have
I didn't know.
comprehend language and tongues.
unless you were casting it.
Like having
Already.
me cast it?
You would not have caught something.
Oh.
I don't know what I speak. I didn't write down my languages.
I didn't either.
Let's just
I've
say
got mine, I
that
can
It
figure
so
it out.
rarely comes up in 5th edition.
Yeah.
it's true.
It's almost like suddenly you guys are in a different plane of existence where they don't speak common normally.
I know. I know for a fact. I know at least Common and Elven. That's why I was asking about Elven. I didn't know if it was like a loose relationship, like
I've got
primordial.
common and question marks.
It
I can
most
speak
certainly is
Draconic.
not
I
one
don't
of
know
I've got
what that
Draconic and
I can speak
Druidic aside
Draconic
from
also.
Elven.
What is it? There's like dragons? Or... Okay, cool.
I'm
I can
guessing
speak
it's
the
nothing
dragons,
like
but
either
no.
of those.
I'm guessing there's no dragons around.
You're the druid.
No.
Yeah, I'm a druid. That doesn't mean I speak Fey.
What the hell?
You're the elf.
Does it mean I speak Fey?
Aren't you a fae? Technically.
No.
I mean, technically,
Far
he's a-
removed.
Yeah, very far
Very
removed.
far removed.
So, Leaf.
Beats me.
I'm guessing Leaf Lake would be able to hear them then. Or maybe-
Probably, but it
What
wouldn't
did
know.
Leaf Lake react to the sound that?
No,
we-
it
Was that
wasn't any sound. I was asking because of something he said. He said
Ah.
something that if one of you knows Sylvan, would give you more insight as to what he said.
Ah.
We're going to assume I don't know Sylvan,
I'm
but
going
I
to-
don't know what I speak, so
Probably safe.
big shrug.
Eamon probably does.
Eamon absolutely speaks Sylvan.
Where's Eamon when we need him though?
So,
Right?
Where would the
Where's
princess
Amy to
Literally.
teach you, Sylvan?
Oh
He
my
would be
God.
We need
perfect
to
for this part of the campaign. if I
Is
just
she,
played
is
Eamon.
she over there? And like Flynn points over to where the giant
is literally
shiny ass
the-
city is.
Yeah.
Son
oh no,
the
that's not where
Well,
she is. No,
lives
What's
here.
that place called then?
The
That
son
over
of
there?
the
Yeah.
Winter Knight.
motherfucker.
Name
Sort
it,
of.
bitch.
You did all this prep and forgot that you left us in front of a shiny nameless city.
Shiny nameless city. Needs
You know
to
what's
be
funny
named.
is I have a list of notes about the city, and no name.
Jake, you know what that deserves?
Eamon's technically Will's son.
Is it-
Kinda.
Sort of.
Just a slow clap.
This is
Yes.
Question mark?
Describe how we see
Found
the
it.
city.
Lua brought him home.
I was like, we're keeping
And
this,
made Rel
Will was
take
like,
care of it.
Oh, so she picked up on Alina and Yas's habits.
Yeah.
That over there, that's Oberon City.
Oberon City.
Hey, can I recognize that name from
Nope.
talking to my friend?
Isn't he
Actually,
your
no.
boyfriend?
Okay. Huh?
Isn't he your boyfriend?
No, he's not my boyfriend.
So Vox, I know what you're trying to do. However, that is not one of the names
Fair enough.
of the four.
Okay.
So,
That's fine.
Need to.
I'm literally gonna be like, do I recognize that? Do I recognize that? And literally everything, so.
so, because, oh fuck, what's his name again?
Eamon.
Eamon. Because Eamon was Winter Court.
Yeah.
I will let you know when something sounds more Winter Courtish.
Cool.
This does not sound Winter Courtish.
Eamon, and I will give you some insight. Eamon mostly tells dumb stories. So.
So
Oh,
you
my
might you
friend.
might know some things, but you also might not believe them.
Right. It will all be a grain of salt situation. But if something sounds familiar and I might have insight about it.
That's Oberon City.
What's that? The kind of thing said something to me. Did you say Flynn? Oh, okay, I thought you.
No. The Princess of Spring, she lives in the Palace of Flowers.
That sounds
Where
be-
does the
that
Spring
sounds
Knight
beautiful.
live?
Where would that live?
Like when he's
Spring
here
Lake
normally.
lives?
He lives here?
I mean, he'll stay in the Palace of Flowers. He might stay elsewhere. It all depends on where he's going.
Okay, never mind then.
Flynn looks
He's kind of always moving.
Good to know.
That's fair. He
I
does have
mean, yeah,
legs.
that explains why we saw him in the first place.
But he's not anywhere in
Not that I
Electron
know of.
right now? Okay. Fair enough.
So
where-
how far away
I
is
feel
this?
like that's like asking any random person in Michigan who, have you seen the governor lately? Do you know where they are right
You
now?
know,
I
I
know
just,
mean,
he's
it
probably got to be
seems
in
like
the area.
There's a kind of like.
I just realized how the question I was about to ask is in the Feywild. How far away is this palace? It's like, good
Shrug.
fucking question.
We could take 2 steps and be there.
How long would it take us to get there, roughly, maybe, possibly?
That depends on which way we go.
The fastest way is the way we'd like to go.
Safest.
Safest.
Sure.
You're right.
Safest way? Fastest? You're giving me mixed messages.
Safest way.
Safest
Safest.
way.
Safest way.
100% safest way.
You guys are lame.
That depends on your definition of safe.
Things that won't kill us.
Or attack us.
Immediately.
Well, I mean,
Or attempt
almost
to do
every way is technically safe if you're when not trying to kill you.
Or keep us here forever.
Now you're being nitpicky.
He does that. Try being related to
Now
him.
you're being.
We would like to be able to get there quickly and safely, but also be able to leave again unharmed, preferably.
Yeah,
We can
like
lose
if we
them.
lose Favorite, it's not a big deal.
Farron, if we lose Flynn, it's not a big deal. And Grim, if we lose Farron,
It's just a
it's not a
chain
big
of
deal.
people not giving a
If
shit.
we lose
about
Fair's
each
not a big
other.
deal. Farron, the only one who's been to the Feywild before.
So there's really 2 paths that can get us there. But you guys are saying a lot of confusing things, and
What
I'm
are the
not-
2 paths about?
well, we can cross the field to Oberon City.
It's time for work. It's time for work. It's time for work.
We can cross the field to Oberon City, but we might have to encounter the Flower King.
He sounds beautiful. I'm guessing he isn't beautiful.
Flower King.
I mean, yeah, he's absolutely beautiful. Yeah,
Who dat?
he's the king of flowers.
Generally, everything's as straightforward as it sounds.
Is he aggressive flowers? What are they? Roses?
Will he try to hurt us?
That's what I'm trying. Does this rose have thorns?
Or
Kind
keep
of
us forever?
He likes people.
Does he like
Nothing wrong
people
with
to feed his flowers, or does he like people?
Well, I
To,
mean,
like, hang out
technically,
with.
flowers like being fed all the time, so I guess yes.
Did you guys bring me a Coke?
Leaf Lake, you have no room to talk about mixed messages,
Stop on the
just so
way
you know.
I know.
You're asking a lot of dumb questions anyway.
What's the path besides the Flower King? What's the other one?
Why are
Well,
we letting Flynn ask the questions?
Because he's talking.
'Cause I'm
there's
talking.
there's the Forest of the Spider Queen.
Oh,
I
fuck.
hate that idea.
I bet.
Why? What's wrong with spiders?
I don't mind
So,
spiders, but spiders
And actually,
sounds
now that
scary.
I think about this, you have a problem.
What do we have a problem with?
You don't have an invitation.
To what?
Ah.
The Palace of Flowers.
Oh, yeah.
You need an invitation to get in. Otherwise, they're just gonna send you away.
Could we get an invitation from the Flower King if we come across him?
Yes, but you'd probably have to do something in return for him.
Sounds like good.
I'm
But
guessing-
also the Spider Queen could do the same thing.
Which one is objectively more dangerous to mortals from the material plane?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Do you know either of them personally? Maybe.
Or do you have sway with either of them more
He
than
is-
the other? I know, but
What have you heard about either of them?
What have I heard? I've heard a lot of things.
You
about
live here. Tell me something about them.
Flynn.
What?
At this point, it's just get tossed. It's flip of the coin, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would prefer the Flower King personally.
Flower
I
King
kinda
sounds,
want to
sounds
see the
beautiful.
spider queen.
I don't.
If I'm gonna get killed, I'd rather go toward flowers than get eaten in a web.
This is fair.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I've
Well, I
spent
mean, if the
most of
flower-
my
if
time
the,
in.
if the webs are magical, they ain't gonna do shit to me right now.
The only beneficial thing I can do with that is turn into a spider.
Most spiders are cannibalistic.
True.
Especially females to males.
Not what I was getting at, but sure, I was meaning for webs that's useful. Take that somewhere
Right.
else.
Females to males? He can't just turn into a female?
don't actually know if
Could
I
you
can do
turn
that
into
with
a
wild
female
shape.
spider?
Can you?
I don't know. Can I do that with wild shape?
There is no restriction in the rules saying that you have to keep your gender during wild shape.
I mean, that's fair, but
Your,
I
char-
guess I never thought of that before.
Technically, I could.
your character's like 600
By the way,
years
why
old
does
and
that
you're just
matter?
having this breakthrough.
That was just a weird
realization.
question.
It's just inter-party discussion.
Even then, we put the gummies.
Fine,
This
I
is
guess
true.
we're gonna go play with the spiders.
I
Wait,
don't
wait.
want to play with the spiders.
So we're going to see the Spider Queen?
Yes.
No!
No.
No! We have not made the decision yet. Okay.
But he said
let's-
yes.
He's
Well, it's-
disqualified.
What?
Disqualified. Put it to a
What
vote.
Put it to a
disqualifies
vote.
him?
His existence.
Hands.
So then he can't make any decisions? That's sad.
Yes.
He's immune to magic.
My wife tells me the same thing.
What's a wife?
So you're 17.
Don't worry
too.
about
Okay.
it, man.
Okay.
Can I not vote either because I'm a mage man as well?
Yeah,
Well,
you're
no,
also-
no,
Congratulations.
We're only disqualifying him because he's making stupid decisions without asking the rest of the party. Hands
Hey.
up for
Wow,
Flower
doesn't
Queen.
that disqualify all of you?
Yeah.
Hands what?
Well, the
I'm
rest of
good.
us are trying to talk
Decisions
about it
without
instead of
the-
tricking everybody else into going.
He's
Yeah,
not
but
saying,
you're
yes, we're
here.
going to the Spider Queen randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are here.
Okay,
Take a
so
vote. Take a-
hands up for the King of Flowers.
Flowers are pretty.
I can also talk to flowers, so there's
Okay,
that.
hands up for the Spider Queen.
That's
You
bullshit.
already voted.
I want to vote twice. If
No,
y'all sign it, can we do
that's-
both?
That's not how that works.
How about when we go there?
Like actually raised his hand
Hey.
for both.
Hey, really? Raising hands? You're really gonna go there?
Yes, I am.
You're a dick.
I have another hand.
He doesn't have a hand.
I get it.
He doesn't have one hand. The other hand is fine.
I mean, yeah, but he still doesn't
Um,
have a hand.
I'm ashamed of you, Tell.
Okay, most people are.
I'm not.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay,
be.
I would
either
be
way,
in those
you
pants.
don't get to vote twice. You already used your vote.
How about when we
Just
enter,
used to
we go
ask.
see the king, and then when we leave, we go see the spider bitch.
No.
I want to go
I
to the
thought we
whole
were gonna
full
call it-
tour.
Oh, you want to see both of them?
You
We're
can
not.
come here later then.
And you know what we're
Yeah.
also not doing? We're not calling her the spider bitch.
Yeah, she doesn't like that. She tends to eat people when they say that.
Spider cunt then.
No!
No, then she feeds
Okay.
them to the
I
king of
don't
the
have
river.
silence.
Okay, I revised my vote. I just don't want him going.
So we will go to the Flower King. You don't say a fucking word.
King.
Don't say a goddamn word.
Anybody
Shut
have
your
si-
mouth.
Does anybody have silence for Flynn?
No.
Oh.
He's immune to magic.
You know what?
Immune to
That
magic.
sounds like
He's not immune to gagging.
no, he's
Oh,
not.
that's fair. That's fair.
You know what I just thought of for
Or stabbing.
another
Or
sex shop
what?
item for
Or
you?
stabbing.
Yeah.
What?
Even
I gag
even
of
more so
silence.
than usual.
None of you asked for one of those, so you
No,
know.
I just thought of it. It
One
would be
of those
really useful
what?
right
A
about
gag
now.
of silence.
Be really useful about now. But
The rough and tumble just got a new item in.
Kinky.
So flower.
How did they
The
get
king
their
of flowers.
stock?
request. Oh yeah, the first.
He has a lot of time on his hands.
Ghost ice truckers.
Yes, paranormal ice road ghost truckers.
Yes, thank you. That's the whole.
I
I
don't
feel,
know
like
why
there was, I
I
feel like there
remember.
was an adjective we missed in there, though. I think it was longer than that.
No.
I'm gonna look it up now.
So, we're going to the Flower King or the Spider Queen?
The Flower King.
Flower King.
Okay. It'll be a few days.
How long
Spider
is the Spider Queen?
Long haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers.
Yes, what Vox said.
A few hours.
Oh fuck.
Okay, never mind. I guess we're not spiders.
But then it's from the Spider Queen to the Palace of Flowers that takes about a week.
How
And
long
I'm-
from the Flower King to the...
Well, you then have to go through Oberon City, and then which is about 3 hours from the Flower King, and then about another 4 days from
So it's equal in time. Like,
Roughly.
about
The
yeah.
Flower King sounds a little shorter.
But you have to get through Oberon City.
What do you have to get through if we were to talk to the Spider Queen?
Well, you have to cross the Rainbow
Walls.
River.
Oh no.
The sound of this all sounds so nice, but I know it's not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, everything
Yes,
Is
else
those
is
the
are-
Rainbow River like the Rainbow Bridge for dead pets?
Jesus.
No. No, but to cross the bridge, you kind of need the permission of the legendary rainbow fish. You gotta catch him.
Your world is fucking
My name is
weird.
not Going Freaks.
yeah, If we go to the Flower King, we have to go across the river.
No.
No.
If you go through the Spider Queen's forest, you have to cross the Rainbow River, which actually is in the forest. But the forest, it takes like a week to get through.
So either way, Flower King sounds better.
I'm willing to say that these kids are dead.
If they came here,
Well, I mean, if they would have been escorted by
true, by the knight.
who could probably just say "fuck you, let me through."
Yeah, look at my scales. Look at
King.
You would
Flower
have a
King, we
standing
go.
invitation. I
Flower
assume.
King, we made the vote.
Yes, let's.
Go.
We'll do that.
Off we go.
That path.
I'll just say the children.
Flynn.
And again, Flynn, don't say anything to him.
And Flynn, very important. If you see something interesting or that you like or that you want, do not chase it.
Not-
Just stay right
Stay
here.
with us.
Okay, what's the difference between if it looks interesting and if it looks flammable?
None of it.
What's
Just
that?
stay
If
with us. Don't move.
You do not leave the party for any reason. You can tell us what you see, but you do not sprint off.
Wait. I was told to warn you all of danger.
Yes.
If you stray from the path, I don't know how long it'll take for you to get back on the path.
So
Yeah.
don't leave the path.
So,
We will not chase you.
So
into the
everyone
woods.
bring a buddy if you have to take a piss.
No.
No.
Actually, just wait. Piss?
You're.
Faye, don't need to.
Am I next to Leaf Lake?
No, we don't trust you getting
I mean,
close to him.
he's kind of floating near you guys.
I might kind of like waltz over and like try to lift his.
He doesn't have anything on.
Oh yeah, he's just
Yeah.
completely butt naked.
He's like a sprite.
He doesn't have a dick.
I flick him in the where his dick should.
What
be.
are you doing?
Flynn.
Flynn!
That hurt.
Tel's literally gonna just slap his
Yes,
hand.
flicking me hurts. Your finger is big. I am small.
Your finger's like the size he is.
How do you guys reproduce?
What's
Flynn.
that?
Flynn.
Shut up.
Flynn.
This is interesting.
We're done.
We've actually gotten the answer to that.
Flynn.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Yes.
They kidnap children and turn them into fae. That's how they reproduce.
Oh, that's what reproducing. Yeah, we take kids and turn them into us.
You dumb motherfucker.
We've had this conversation twice.
I forgot about it. I forgot.
Okay. Anyway,
Anyhow,
why don't we?
Oh, thank you for
Find
the
out.
follow.
Thanks for follow.
Flynn, no.
Okay, so off to see the Flower King.
Yes.
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 It's been a while since I've been to the Flower King's field. Okay.
Okay.
And he's gonna start flying off
Sounds
towards
like
like
it's gonna be a field
the
day.
vast field that you guys see.
Hold on a second.
So throughout the day, you guys are traveling,
Yes.
Yes.
and like you notice that you're actually making ground like you normally would. However, as you actually look out to the field, it feels as if you are not moving. If you ask Leaf Lake, he assures you, yeah, we're on our way there.
Would this be familiar to Farron, who's done it once before?
You
Or is
haven't.
it a different situation?
This is a different situation. You haven't been to this area
Oh,
of
different
Elephant.
area, different fucker. He got it.
Yeah. So you've been to a different region.
We just need to cross the fuckery line to get into the right place. Got it.
I'm staying next to Nakate.
I'm on my horse.
Like
I forgot you
right
brought
next
your
to
horse.
Nakate.
We did bring a horse. Yeah.
We did, didn't we?
Maybe the Flower King will just want the horse.
My horse is a badass.
I mean, yeah.
If the Flower King wants it, we're giving him the horse.
Even when he was trying to kill you.
Okay. So is there anything that you guys do throughout the day?
Not wander off the path.
Yeah.
You look at me when
I was kind of
No, I know.
sweeping my vision.
I would pick flowers that were
Play
walking
cards?
past, but that's about it.
Flynn.
Sure.
What?
Can we do
No.
that while we walk?
I'm gonna offer
No.
him to the kid.
I mean, we
Flower
might.
King killing flowers.
Are you going to pick flowers?
No. 'Cause as I go to bend down, I'm sure Farron's gonna look at me and be like,
No.
I play my ukulele.
As you play your ukulele, and you guys are traveling, actually on a path that's kind of cutting through this field of flowers. You notice in the rhythm of the song that you're playing, you see the flowers kind of shift in tune with it. And if you
Pretty.
kind of stop, you notice that they just kind of go back to like swaying in the breeze. And you're almost not sure.
If I'm imagining it or not.
Yeah, because it's very natural movement, but it's also very in tune with what you are playing.
It's like they're dancing.
Cute.
You
Waiting
guys,
for the other shoe to drop.
you guys make it near the end of the day, which it does get dark, but not as dark as you guys are normally used to. It still feels it's almost as if it's perpetually sunset. So the sky turns like bright oranges and pinks, and that is about how it stays for several hours. And Leaf Lake seems like he's just going to keep going along, but all of you with your internal clocks are recognizing we've actually been walking for quite a while. And Leaf Lake is just going on ahead.
That's right, Faye don't exactly need rest, probably. I don't know for sure. Do I know for sure? Do they need rest?
Faye?
Yeah.
I mean, you've really never caught a Faye sleeping.
Never seen it happen.
That doesn't mean it doesn't happen. It just
Yeah.
you've never seen evidence of
They
it.
hibernate
It's
over different
about time
seasons.
for us to take a long rest.
Yes, but as I said, Leaf Lake is just keep on going.
Hey, what's his fucking
Leaf
Leaf
Lake.
Lake.
Leaf Lake.
Hey, Leaf Lake.
Huh? Yeah.
We need to rest.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's gonna take us about 8 hours.
Really, that long?
Yeah.
Yep.
It might take us a little longer to get to the Flower King than I thought.
That's fine.
That's okay.
Same amount of time either way, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Because us mortals
Technically
need our
the
rest.
same.
Let's just give him his daily wage of honey now, yeah?
Yeah.
He,
Dives in.
yep.
Right.
Bowl of honey,
You
there
set
we
it up
go.
for him. At first, he's like, "Is that for me?"
Yep.
Do I need to do anything else for it?
We're just going to give you a bowl of honey for the day. You don't have to worry about it.
And then we'll continue
No.
This is
tomorrow.
going to be a continual payment for your services.
Okay, so the agreement is I continue doing exactly what I'm doing, directing you guys where you want, alerting you of danger.
Alerting us of danger, yes.
That was in there, yes. You did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's everything we need him to do, right?
Yes, if we
Guiding
need
us
your
in-
services for anything more,
We'll give
we'll
you more
allot
honey.
more honey.
He dives into the bowl of honey.
Just going to use the alchemy dog to top up her other supply. Just,
Well, he's
yeah, well, he's distracted.
Leaf Lake, before you get too far into that bowl of honey, is it safe for us to camp on the path?
Yes.
We're still keeping watch.
Well, didn't know if we needed to like stay on the path or get off the path
Oh.
to camp or.
No.
I mean, if you go off the path, I don't know how long it'll take you to get back on.
So we'll stay on the
Stay on
path.
the path, yeah.
Take it, get back.
We're good.
wait. So you want myth, like my myth, to sleep in the open?
Oh,
This is what you're asking?
yes.
Myth, come cuddle with Tal and I.
I can
Get
stay
on
up
my
and take a
saddlebags
watch
and get
if
my
it
horse some of
helps.
its feed.
All right.
You can put your head on my lap and I will take watch.
Hey, I'm happy I
So
checked
you
my phone
can
just
hopefully
to-
get some rest.
Someone be doing some art.
The
We got
last
it.
time I slept in the open, I got stabbed.
Yeah, literally since then,
I
Myth
mean,
has
that's happened to me
constantly
once or
slept on her
twice too,
face.
but I like.
It wasn't even
I
in the
still
open.
sleep
It
out
was
in the
my
open.
fucking apartment.
Yeah, that wasn't the open.
I know, and this doesn't even have walls.
And I got a dagger thrown at me.
I got an idea. Nose goes.
I'm
Wait, for what?
I
For
guess
watch?
I guess you guys are all watching, and then he does this. And he falls over.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take
I
the
only
middle two
need-
area thing.
Wait, let's watch.
Well, Faerun and I both only have to rest for
Watch
4
is
hours.
when
so.
one of us
There's
stays
a-
up every so
I
often
have to take a watch.
Make sure that there's no danger.
Okay,
You
Wait,
can
then why
share.
didn't we just keep
Useful.
traveling?
go ahead and take the first one then.
Because
You can share.
we sleep.
I mean,
in
I can share
those
with you then.
intervals.
Congratulations.
Sleep. I don't get some
So
of
you're gonna
my
be on
magic back.
watch
If
when
I
I
don't get
am?
Magic back,
Sure.
we run
Thanks.
into trouble. We're in trouble.
Oh, yeah, good point.
I knew that was going to happen, which is why I suggested it.
Wait, what?
He was like, I want to take watch, I want to be useful, and Tell and I are like, but we can just take 2 and be done. And I was like, okay, I'll take watch at the same time as you do. He's like, no.
Tell you're gonna take watch with me, right? Sure, I can take watch with you. Since I can see in all directions and everything, you know.
I'm sorry, you can what?
He like does a little cloak shrug in the eyes. I can see.
That's cool!
Thank you.
Isn't it?
I can see in all directions and into the aerial plane.
That reminds
See,
me
what
of the
is
Forest of the
wrong
Spider
with you
Queen.
people?
As Grim is looking
That
just
makes me nervous.
horrified, Myth is like
There's eyes everywhere in
shifting
her forest, so
underneath
she
the
can see
cloak to be
everything.
half in
I'm
Tell's
glad we
lap
didn't
and
go
is
that
like,
way.
what?
What? She's got to keep track of her kingdom.
Tell is like talking to Leaf Lake and gathering myth
I
into
just
his
want to
lap.
help find some kids. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Wait,
We're alive
Don't
still,
even
aren't
start.
wait, you're finding kids. Why'd you come here?
To gather more information about where we might find
we?
such
So how does
children.
this be more enthusiastic about your watches?
Watches.
I mean, I have a watch that like attaches to my cloak, but it's broken right now because I can't use magic.
It's a shame.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. Why can't you use magic?
I'm broken.
Okay.
Perfect.
He drank a bunch of Mage Bane, which stops
You
magic.
see Leaf Lake kind of his eyes go wide like, what?
Yes.
Backs away from
Grim.
Grim.
Is that very
You
bad
want to
for
say
you?
Oh,
he
you got-
also has a Mage Bane sword that's not great.
Yeah, it's pulled out of a sheath.
Put it away! Jesus
Ow.
Christ! I feel the same way.
You hear from the
Yeah.
you hear from the ground, or in this world, a bargaining chip.
Is that really, really bad for you?
ESP says
They are
that you
made.
should go to the doctor because it sounds like a bronchitis cough.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Sounds like it.
That's bad to have here.
Bronchitis or the sword?
Yes.
Brontosaurus, right?
Brontosaurus.
Brontosaurus. Oh my god.
No, I wouldn't tell anybody you have that.
You hear that, Flynn? No talking about it.
About what?
Exactly.
Well, it's mostly the sword that we need to be worried about.
Yeah.
Rather than the fact that they are both immune to magic.
Instead of the whole conversation we had last week. Like urinating somebody.
If I touch your face, will it explode?
God.
No, we are not going down this road. You are all getting some fucking rest.
But what if?
What?
Goosh.
What I miss?
Goosh.
Goosh, 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 goosh,
You've been
goosh,
goosh.
goosh. Sploosh. Sploosh.
Let's make a sitcom in Oberon City called You've Been Gooshed. It's like you've been punked.
Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh.
The connotations of that are horrible, by the way. This sounds like you're walking around and jacking off onto random fae.
All right.
Yeah, and they go, you've been
So,
gooshed.
D&D.
H-bite is a contraceptive. Changed my mind.
So, D&D.
I love that word.
Okay, what is the order of watches and stuff?
First 2. Second by themselves, and then third and fourth.
Sick.
I sleep.
I slept like a log.
All right, so, you
Oh
guys.
fuck! I've got disadvantage.
Fuck it. I don't care. I trust you.
So,
I don't know.
No one knows.
so for first watch, I need perception checks.
I get advantage on those.
I even got fade eye. That's the right one. Get fucked over.
Perception?
Yes.
25.
Damn.
That is cocked. I lied.
Oh, inspo?
Oh, hey,
All
I
right.
completely forgot to hand that out.
22.
Okay. Oh, yeah. It's probably safest.
Yeah.
So 22, 22 and 25. What are you guys doing during the first watch?
Watching?
Is there anything else?
I don't
Probably
really.
chatting.
Yeah.
Tell might write in his grimoire since he just sees all the time.
So,
It sounds like a headache.
while you guys are keeping watch here, just kind of looking out upon the field of flowers, looking down both sides of the road. Tal, you're just kind of staring wherever the hell you want, and seeing everywhere.
Just doing some grimoire rites.
Which is weird that you can do that and just see everywhere.
I can see everywhere.
Grimoire.
Ah, yeah.
One's magic, one's not.
Dun.
Book of spells.
Chapter 7.
But it's so far it's not. You don't see anything odd. You see kind of the flowers, kind of all shifting in the breeze. It's what you hear. It's very quiet, but in the moments where you guys aren't talking, you swear you hear like chatter, talking. You can't really make out any of the voices, but your watch kind of proceeds and nothing else happens.
Cool.
Give me another roll for the second watch, since things kind of change. And
21.
21. All right. You experience roughly the same for a majority of the watch. The wind blowing, very soft chatter. You're actually not sure if it's like the leaves or like the flowers rubbing up against each other or something. It's just incredibly quiet. What does catch your attention is over the hill you see a cart being pulled by. Oh, be quiet, phone. You see a cart being pulled by what you think at first is a deer.
Okay.
What throws you off is the fact that it has two heads.
Cool.
And it's pulling a cart along, and walking alongside you see what looks like an elf.
Cool.
And so he's coming down the road where you guys are. And is there anything you do upon seeing him, or do you just wait?
I'm just gonna wait.
Okay. The cart gets closer to your guys' camp, and the elf goes, "What are you all doing in the middle of the road?"
Well, we can't go off the path, unfortunately.
That is a fair point, but I suppose I am asking, why are you not continuing along?
Most of us need to rest.
Ah, yes. That
Mortals and all.
that would make more sense. What are all of you doing here?
Hopefully gathering some
Sleeping right now.
information.
So heading to Oberon City, I presume.
That's the goal.
Well, there's plenty of information to be gathered there.
Any tips and tricks? As it's most of our first times here.
Just tell him that.
Well, I could give that information.
Fair enough.
But I need to get going, so if you wish to deal in information, I would be happy to, but I have places to be.
That's fair. Is the road big enough for him to, like,
Yes.
get around us?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, I wish you safe travels then.
All right. Best of luck. And he goes around you guys and continues on.
Cool.
Well, I could give that information.
Good. Certainly good. Yeah. Yeah.
Tell's not gonna make any weird deals without everybody else awake.
That is fair.
All
That
right.
is fair.
He's not a ding dong.
That is about the most exciting thing that happens during your watch.
He has a ding dong.
All right. Farron.
And the
Very
ding dong.
tight
Ding
pants.
dong. Sing the ding dong.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. A 1.
It certainly was.
So that's an 11 in total.
Oh boy.
I've at least got a decent perception, so a 1 is still in the double digits, but it's still a 1.
Thanks, Rose.
Oh, goody.
Yes. And it's good.
Yes.
So what are you doing during your watch?
Apparently not keeping watch.
I know, that's why I'm asking.
Anything
what are you doing?
Oh no, talking with centipedes?
Yeah.
You're a real in-depth conversation
I have
with them
spiders as well now.
about like grain or something.
Yes, I got spiders, that's right.
Are you, so
I can't awaken a
It's gonna go
spider,
so
that
well.
takes 8 hours.
I debating to just be silent through this whole voyage.
I would be tempted to awaken a spider, but I'm not going to.
so you're just chatting with your spiders and stuff?
Faye gets sassy.
Yeah,
She's just
I
like,
mean, more chatting with the centipedes because the centipedes can actually talk back.
I'm wondering what you
And
talk
I'm
about.
not casting a spell to, talk with the spiders.
Can I see your character sheet?
Okay, yeah, what am I losing?
Yeah, I got a serious question. What the hell do you talk about with your centipedes?
I don't know, things.
Your centipede, like what the hell is that? I saw a leaf yesterday.
Well, they're
They've got a
awakened,
10
so
intelligence.
Yeah, no,
They're
smarter than me.
smarter than you, yeah.
What do they gotta talk about? How many buildings did they've set on fire? I probably have a lot more entertaining stories than your fucking centipedes.
I actually
Yeah,
like
they-
my centipedes though.
They are actually good conversation partners.
Oh. Talk about grass or something.
All of my
Did
med
Mike
kits just
call?
got stolen, yeah?
I think so.
What's that?
All of my healer's kits, that's what was stolen.
Their boss called.
What you said?
He has impeccable.
Like I'm just assuming I got robbed.
Of course.
And by impeccable, I mean
very likely.
annoying.
That
At
round
9
line.
o'clock in the
It would be me too.
you're just missing like all of your centipedes.
No!
No, he was talking to him.
I was talking to him.
He wasn't so imperceptive that he couldn't pay attention to
Wouldn't be the first time.
who or what he was talking to.
Mike, no.
I mean, I could actually talk to the 2 of them and use the 2 of them to talk to the other 8.
They used seeming.
The centipedes?
No, the person that stole the centipedes.
They had just replaced the centipede on my shoulder.
Yeah, you just have a stick there.
It's not talking back.
That looks oddly like a centipede.
It looks like a piece of broken ship.
I still have that on over here, by the way.
A tree.
All right.
That was, like,
Do I
the
need to roll
funniest
again for
mental image of
second
those. Like, I don't
shift
know
of
the
it? Nope.
pieces
No,
of shit that
because you have one
are
continuous
technically
shift.
people,
It's
gotta
it's when it
start running
it's when it
away.
changes that I require the rolls.
Yeah, fair enough.
I
Um,
remember that story.
Fucking-
Picturing pieces of woods be like,
All right. So, you all awaken from your rest. So far, it seems like not much happened during. I mean, none of you were awoken in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I didn't get stabbed.
I met the weird elf.
Oh,
Money.
that wasn't Tavern.
No. With
Thanks.
a 2-headed deer pulling a cart.
Oh.
What's
He was perfectly friendly.
Is he selling anything or?
I thought you
Information,
meant,
which I did not barter for.
Which wouldn't necessarily surprise me.
I like
I
surprises.
prefer not to make any deals for information without everyone awake and able to pitch in on the concept.
I feel like
You
I'd
know,
rather
that was a
surprise
good
as well,
idea.
so.
I thought so too.
He wouldn't have had it.
It took you guys forever.
I know.
Yeah.
What did you do this entire time?
He probably talked to Tell at least a little bit.
You talked to his centipedes. Are they-
No, they're weird.
I know, right?
Tell me about it.
Just like
They're
the
weird.
crater.
Your centipedes are weird.
How so?
Do you not know what weird means?
I mean, by your meaning, how are they weird?
Show me one of your centipedes.
No,
They-
you're a danger
I'm
to
not
my
going to
centipedes.
kill your centipedes.
They talk about the stupidest things.
I want to hear what your centipedes have to talk about.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
I've had a sore throat since the
Eating?
last stream.
yes.
Pooping. And
Like-
breathing.
Yeah, I enjoy honey and all, but I don't need it to survive.
They need food to survive.
Yeah, it's
Just
weird.
like us.
Yeah, it's weird.
Fair enough.
Okay.
However, what is your weird is our common, and what is our common is what is your common is our weird.
You might call it high maintenance. We call it
It's
staying
almost
alive.
like we're from different planes of existence.
Yeah, but you're like some of the things you do make sense.
Just like some of the things you do make sense.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I didn't mean to slap you that hard. Sorry, I was
Right.
coughing and my
Onwards.
hand was
Alright,
like, I'm
so-
tired.
Onwards and forwards, yeah.
We're good to go?
Yep.
Off we go.
Sorry.
Oh.
Just slap you. I need to slap you back.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You guys continue to travel.
So was our rest normal?
Yes, the rest
Okay.
was normal.
They're literally extra small.
We are suspicious.
Luckily, they're really bendy, but.
Be suspicious. Don't be
I
suspicious.
got all my self points big.
I didn't.
I
You
got
look like
my
a funny little
points in
Harry Potter.
God damn it.
my teeth.
So, fun fact for like when from the time the movies started to come out until like after I graduated high school, people I went to high school with called me Harry Potter because I looked so much like him.
Little Daniel
I was-
Radcliffe.
Little
The round
baby.
glasses.
Yeah.
He's handsome at least.
I am so happy I got round glasses.
I love having my little Harry Potter witch glasses.
The square glasses for me, the up and down,
I know.
I didn't realize how much I dealt with blurry vision
Yeah.
above and below. I always knew that my peripheral was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But then actually having round glasses where it was like, oh, I can actually see up and down.
Yeah.
See, I can do that too, and mine aren't round.
Yeah, but yours weren't.
Yours are bead.
Yours weren't rectangular like mine were.
Rectangular.
Rectangular.
See,
wanna
I
talk
like
about-
having that spot down there because I look under my glasses when I'm looking like reading my phone.
Yeah. See, if I did that, I couldn't read my phone.
Yeah.
What's having peripheral vision without my contacts or my glasses?
I would be
That's
able
why
to
I
hear.
enjoy my contacts.
And then you've got me, who is the
I
only
can
one here
read-
who
I
doesn't
can
need to wear
read my
glasses.
ears.
Hold on.
Nerd.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Like all
Okay,
of
for
these
me to
vision
check
problems
my vision
people are
against
talking
yours,
about.
I need
Yeah.
to
I
take
know.
my contacts.
What's
Can
this?
I know.
refill my water quick?
So,
I have a negative one eye, negative 9,
Jesus.
7 in the other, or something like that.
Ridiculous.
if it makes it
You want
quicker,
me to?
Yes.
if it makes it, oh, you can't refill that in the bathroom. But the bathroom's pretty much the same water as.
Yeah.
It's actually what I refill my teapot with.
There you go.
Nice.
Because I don't want to walk downstairs just for
Jade says
tea.
you're a wizard, Aldwin.
You're a
Alright.
wizard, Aldrin.
I mean, yes.
I do occasionally forget that I'm the only one here who doesn't have eye problems, though.
Mine are not too bad. Like, I just. can't
Yours
see far
are
away.
just a little bit better than mine. Like I can see better with yours up to like here, but after
Box.
that it's
They will. I mean,
They look thick.
they don't look all that different from what you wear, but
Holy Jesus Christ.
How
Alright.
blind are you? Like,
Huh!
I can't read
Right.
Cards Against Humanity from here.
Let me just
Okay, so-
blink at you. I wish I
mean,
carried
I'm
my
wearing
glasses
contacts,
on
but-
so that you
That
people
you-
can see how bad my
That's
vision
what
is.
I
I've
mean.
worn your glasses.
My friend,
Okay, so
Meg
you're worse than
I
mine.
think she
you can
has like
tell.
a negative 11
Mm-hmm.
or something crazy.
But just,
Her
like,
glasses
slightly
are
worse.
literally
This is what I
like
get for
that.
staring into
It's
overhead
crazy.
projectors.
Mine,
Yeah,
it's
that's
my
worse.
peripherals
Why is
that
it,
are that
like,
thick.
I think
They're like,
90%
Yep,
of the
have an
people
inch
that I've
glass.
met in the US have eye problems.
Because we like staring at the fucking sun.
Because you all gather together.
yeah,
no,
we
because
try.
we actually diagnose our people that have eye problems instead of doing that's good enough.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
God!
I've been eye tested. Apparently, I don't need glasses at all.
Yeah, a broken
Your
clock.
country,
Huh?
your country.
In New Zealand, with better healthcare than the US.
Yeah, but no, the U.S. has more health or eye problems because we actually diagnose people that have eye problems instead of just going, it's good enough.
Yeah.
That's what I was actually saying. What the difference is, not just making fun of other countries.
Oh,
Although
sometimes
that's
it's hard to tell the
I mean,
difference.
I was literally gonna say a broken clock is right twice a day, so just because he has good eyesight doesn't mean it's good healthcare.
I'm blind.
However,
and
I'm not going to talk about that anymore because that's not important. Instead, what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about you guys traveling along the road.
I'm going to do this.
Huh?
I'm going to do this.
By walking in,
Oh my god, I feel like I'm dying.
Don't die.
You got
We're
more
quite
eyes.
fond of you.
you should.
That
Are we?
and I would like to demonstrate why I do not also have round glasses. Somebody with round glasses will be kind. There they are.
Oh, this is gonna be adorable.
Oh
So
my
cute,
god.
though. So cute.
Take them off. Take them off and put the other ones back on.
I thought it was cute.
Can you look upwards at all?
Huh?
With those on because they're just so.
Yeah, you can.
I had to adjust the like bridge on my or the little nose guys because they were just like.
Vox just has a wider nose than me.
Right. Well, D&D.
All right.
Yeah.
So, another day on the road.
Yes.
Is there anything?
again?
Is there anything in particular you guys want to do?
Country roads.
Anything you guys want to discuss? Anything you guys want to ask Leaf Lake?
Can I have the pencil sharpener?
You giving me honey
Sure.
for it? Joking.
So,
You've taken enough of my honey.
Yes.
where are you from?
I always forget the name of it.
Why should I tell
Ember.
you?
Ember.
I think it's
could
Emberfall.
tell you.
I don't know where the map is.
Don't you have like 3 of them?
Hey, there's a no. Oh, that's the wrong map.
Map. Jake can find the fucking map again because he lost it. There it is.
I've been meaning to print you guys off a new one, but I've got things to do on it.
Like Ember thingy.
I think Emberfall because it's the one that leads to the City of Embers.
I do. Yeah. I'm from Emberfall, sort of.
Oh, neat.
Sort of.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's technically where I was born. I did not spend very much time there. I traveled around with my mentor quite a bit. Between that and it's the City of Embers where like the coven hung out. Or
No, it would be Emberfall that you would have stayed in. The
Oh,
City
okay.
of Embers nobody goes to. Nobody's returned from it.
Got it. So
That'd be a
What'd you do to the
Watch
City of
okay.
Embers,
We did.
Jake?
fire demon.
Do you want to go find out?
I mean, I'm like tits deep in Rivertan and Elithrall right now. A little busy.
what's the worst that could happen?
And I get that Nakane's not very tall, so it's not all that deep. However,
Yeah, just
she's
We
not
did a lot
that
of
short.
traveling
She's
for
5'2".
The
Oh, so
research though.
I've done a lot of traveling.
I know that Farron gets to be the
Mercenaries
tall
kind
one of the
of,
family
yeah.
for once, but yeah, he's
Yes,
taller.
the-
We've had this.
He's
the
only
coven
5'4".
moves around
Yeah, exactly.
a lot.
that's the tall one in the family, 5'4".
I am a witch.
And
Oh.
he's 5'2".
We
Mimi was probably
Have a
5'1"
coven.
or 2. Cat's probably 5'3".
it's a group of us. That's what
The
you
tall
call a
named women
group
are
of
very
witches.
short and
Coven.
very angry. Well, not angry.
I've never met any
feisty.
witches before you.
We are the only ones left. There used to be many of us many years ago, but we are mostly gone now.
Okay.
It's just the four of us. There were
Yeah.
5 until recently.
You're a lot more interesting. I mean, I travel a lot, but like, there's lots of me left. Well, I mean, there's a little bit less of me left.
Are you guys making dismemberment jokes back there?
Yes.
Okay, that's what
Yes,
I thought.
we are. Having a good time.
Ooh, are you getting things ready to give people?
No.
Give people.
She said dismemberment.
Oh god.
I gave my hand a long time ago, man.
We're not dismembering anyone currently, no.
Oh, okay.
Currently.
You might want to think about it though.
That's why we brought Flynn along.
I mean,
Don't worry
You'd be
about
surprised how far walking in someone else's feet will get you.
I like you, Leaf Lake.
I think I'd be less surprised than you think I would be.
What?
I think I said that right.
I'm concerned.
Oh, horse.
You're terrible. Are you just like up on your horse
Yeah.
and I'm just on the ground walking next
I mean,
to
I
you?
imagine I'm not that much taller than you.
Ah, that's fair, I guess.
How tall is a warhorse?
It could be
Hey
fucking
Bailey,
tall.
how tall is a warhorse?
Taller than me.
A war horse for whom?
This one.
That one?
How tall would I be sitting on top of my horse?
I mean, a warhorse could be like 5 to 6 foot.
At the
Probably 7-8 foot.
So I'd be like at the top of your
yeah.
horns. I'm not that much taller than
My
you right
my
now.
head would be like my actual head would be like here. Which is remarkable if I think about it. Too hard.
Nakane just walking along going,
How's the weather down there?
Earthquake! Trip!
God.
how's the weather down there? No.
Don't trip my horse.
I would never.
Alright. So, it travel. Is there anything else in particular that you guys are doing while traveling?
If the flowers are still doing that thing, Myth might be like, can the flowers hear the music?
I mean, yeah, everything here can.
Huh.
They're dancing to the music.
You know, I just realized my spell speak with plants probably won't actually work here.
Oh.
Imbues them with sentience.
Probably already sentient.
Exactly.
Yeah, why wouldn't they be able to hear your music?
I mean, they're reacting to it.
They like it. Obviously.
Most plants don't do that.
At least
Well-
in our plane, they don't.
I was going to say, plants on the material plane don't do that.
Eh,
Well, I suppose he's not actually that wrong. They might be, reacting to it.
yours are just not very reactive.
Fair enough.
Fair.
They have plenty to say
Yeah.
if you ask the right questions.
I don't know if I.
Oh, I
wanna
don't
hear
doubt that. This one does it all
what
the
they
time.
have to say. That's a lot of voices. I don't think I want to hear.
I mean, it's not like you're not used to a lot of noise. You're a father of 14.
13.
There'll be
Yeah,
a 14th one by the time you get back.
God.
See, that
That
reaction
look says
tells
you're
us
not
that she's not
wrong.
wrong.
Wait,
yeah.
Hold on.
13 or 14 what?
Kids.
Children.
Oh.
No.
No.
Tell him where they are.
Yeah.
You can't have them.
I'm picturing it now. It's a drone
I don't
that
need
likes
them.
to stab people.
I don't need them.
Well, this place can't have them.
You don't know where they're at. I don't even know where they're at.
Well, it doesn't help anybody then, does it?
Nope.
They were at Rivertown.
Oh, yikes.
That's why.
I thought the scary stories. would
It's
keep
a
people
very
away.
good thing that in your backstory you weren't going to Rivertown to look for Yes
Yeah.
and the kids.
Yeah, that would have been booked up.
Yeah, a little bit.
They were taking Yas too. She's small enough.
In the distance, you hear, "You motherfuckers! I'm not a kid. God damn it! Rantier, sick 'em!"
No, Rantier doesn't exist in Jake's world.
I know.
No, that would be bad.
Fuck you!
Okay.
Just because you said okay after the fuck you was funny.
So, where are you guys going after this?
Somewhere.
Forward.
We'll figure it out when we get there, I suppose.
Yeah, just put one foot in front of the other.
I guess you might want to pay attention to where we're going, because I was told to direct you there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, if you want to make more honey, you can just guide us, or more honey, you can just guide us back.
You know, we might be able to come to an arrangement for that.
Because you gotta remember, we're
And as a
able
matter of fact, we might even be able to talk Farron into giving you a little bit of a raise on the way back.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll have to negotiate when we get there.
We can do that. I like that.
we thought you might.
Man, this job is the best I've ever been paid.
Do you like anything else besides honey? Like in the
Sugar.
same sugar? Just sugar in general?
Sugar's really good. Sugar's
Candy
delicious.
cane canes, candy corn, and
I
syrup.
reach into my pack, my saddlebags, where I keep all my horse feed, and I'm gonna pull out a sugar cube and flick it to Leaf Lake. Free. A gift.
The Fae also don't really do that.
A gift. What do you want?
Nothing. Yet.
Flies over, puts it back in the bag.
That's
I
not
almost
how
spilled
they
my
work,
wine.
Grim.
I don't want it.
I mean, you do. You just don't want to pay up.
Shush!
Shush.
Kind of keeps flying.
Oh, so Leafly fucks, huh? Is what Tom just said.
Dom, why?
Dom. Please,
Honey,
Dom.
we need to steal Dom's door when we get home. Can you put that on a to-do list?
Is that
We can stick it in the motor hole.
Okay, Google, set a reminder.
That's a
No!
good idea.
That's how we can get someone to go in there.
I have Google Homes here.
iPhones can't say my name at work because their Siri will turn on.
What?
oh,
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
Oh.
funny.
Yep.
Also,
No.
anybody at home, I apologize if any Google Homes got activated because of what Bailey said.
Okay,
think
but
I-
that's a secret pastime of mine.
I've done that to Jake before when Katie's using her Discord on our laptop because she uses her speakers, and I know Jake's in the room. I can go, okay, Google, and you're.
I have turned on
I've done
Erica's
it to Katie too
Alexa.
because we were talking about Alexa and I was like, oh wait, I gotta make sure to cover all our bases. Okay, Google. And Katie's like, stop!
Yeah, I managed to turn on
All
Meg's
chat,
Alexa
chat and
before.
fucking Discord, like.
To the same
I would
chat
play a
on
song too.
Twitch, you activated
There
all
you
the dots.
You activated all my dots.
All right.
Anyhow.
So, you guys continue traveling. It really feels similar to the day before. You guys are covering ground. It feels like you're moving past flowers, and you look to the city, and it looks like you haven't gone anywhere.
I swear to Christ, if the man with the two-headed deer comes back again tonight, we're gonna fight.
I agree.
Anyway, Leaf Lake, is there anything in particular that you think we should know about the Flower King? Like what not to say to him that may incur his anger?
Yes.
Would you mind telling us?
For a sugar cube?
Some things. Sugar cubes are harder to eat.
Fair enough.
Drop the sugar cube inside
Sugar
you.
cube?
Oh, yeah.
What can you tell us?
The Flower King really likes kids.
Okay.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
So if you have kids, generally that's a good way to get his favor.
Okay.
Anybody?
I mean, I've got a.
Hey, I know how to write Karen out of this world.
So,
Can we not? The poor baby's been been through enough.
I know. Wouldn't it be better if he was a fae?
No.
We'll just sell the corner.
And-
So,
here's a question.
I'm not a child.
To me, you are.
How does okay.
We're not gonna.
Don't know that
polymorph
much
me into
about-
a child either.
the general
Can we do?
layout or politics of this plane. I have a friend who is very close to the Winter Court.
Oh?
Will that gain us any kind of favor, or
Not with the princess.
not with the princess, but what about the king?
The Flower King?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Winter or flowers?
The Flower King is with the Spring Court.
I figured. I don't know how, if they work together ever at all, or if like he.
Only in the transition.
Okay.
Other than that, they hate each other.
Fair enough.
For the most part. I mean, sometimes if things are going really bad, they might team up, but that sort of thing hasn't happened in a very, 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 very long time.
yes.
Way to go! It wasn't me! You little shit!
Hey, Grim, Jane's calling you out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, so kids are good. Flower King likes kids.
Anything else that we could potentially offer him that we actually have?
Because we are a little short on the children thing. We don't exactly travel with them.
Except for you, but you don't even know where your children are, so some father you are.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
I mean, I don't want
my
my dad to know where I am either.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. No one really
I
wants to
don't
know.
want my dad to know where I am. In fact, I'm trying to find him and kill him.
If we could sell him, that'd be good.
He doesn't really like adults.
Yeah, I know, but
Well, at least he doesn't like he doesn't like keeping adults for his fields.
oh yeah, okay. Because you can't turn them into flowers.
I suppose spirits are also out.
Am I actually right?
What?
That's exactly what I just want.
What?
The flowers.
I said
the flowers
because you
are
can't
children.
turn adults into flowers, and he starts maniacally fucking laughing.
Way to show your hands, goddammit, Jake!
We're talking.
Did you pay for it? No.
With
I'm
the
paying
souls
for
of
it by
children.
I'm paying for it by sitting at this table right now, talking like with you, giggling about turning children into flowers and fae, and letting them get eaten by a hebephage.
I mean, the mushrooms that we thought were probably children at one point.
A question.
Literally gross.
Living children? Or here's a hypothetical. He looks at everyone. What about children's souls? Shut up.
I mean, yeah, but generally, actually, them being living is pretty good.
Okay.
It might take
I will
more.
tell you about it later.
It may take more souls as a trade than it would actual kids,
Fair enough.
because they kind of lost their youthfulness.
Being dead and all, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. I was just
Can we talk?
curious.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear the soul conversations for reasons of morals in my following.
Is this
and-
like payback for plague worms?
I will explain if you actually want me to explain, but later.
Kind of, but also.
I just want how many?
Me?
Yeah.
Only the one. I only have one.
Is he a good boy?
And
at
why?
least?
You know what I do.
Yeah, I
I-
meant how.
I can tell you the story. I
What
will tell you
powers
the
does
story.
a child give you?
It's my serenity spirit. It lets me not sleep as long.
Beat it over the head with a brick and steal it or something?
I did not know.
That's not
I
how
only
it-
did. No, it's not usually how the spirits work. I can
Oh, just
take
with the wolf.
just with the wolf. Normally, what I do is I enter my ward and enter my quickening, and I negotiate with a spirit to bind it to me.
The wolf you just stole.
The wolf I stole. Yes. I did not steal the child's soul. I negotiated for that soul.
How'd you convince the child to give you his soul?
Children are kind of stupid.
She was very sweet.
What Leaflake said.
She is very sweet. I still talk to her.
I mean, to be fair, we steal
You
them
still talk.
all the time.
Yeah, I
so,
know.
Like,
So-
Of course.
Where's your child changing
keep them safe.
factory?
I
You guys
don't
have-
torment them.
Child changing factory.
what's that?
Oh my
I think that's
god.
how
Turn
that
him into
works.
Fae. There's like a building,
There's a lot
Magic.
happening.
like a magical office building you do this shit at.
Flynn,
No.
everything you see around here
It's
is
shiny
fucking
and
magical.
flowery and stupid.
Kind of like you. Now shush.
Thank you.
How
The
many
last bit for sure.
thousands of flowers have we walked past?
You don't know.
Many. We're probably in the millions now.
I'm uncomfortable.
That doesn't make you feel good, does it?
I'm uncomfortable.
I need an adult.
I am an adult.
An adult to your adult. You're younger than me. I need an adult.
Adult or
Why are you looking at me?
Because
Because
the
you're
oldest
older
one.
than me.
You're apparently the adultiest adult.
You're the oldest one here.
Yeah, you're the second to oldest one here.
Wait, is Vox younger than me?
Yeah,
Vox
Vox
is
is
younger
actually
than me.
significantly younger.
Yeah, that one's the youngest.
I'm only 20. I'm a baby.
I'm a baby.
Yeah.
I'm baby.
I'm a baby. I'm a guy.
So are the flowers.
Jade goes, Leaf like is an adult.
I was accused of being 30 the other day.
Oh.
Myth, I'm just trying not to think about what we are
'Cause you look
passing
like
at the
Patrick
moment.
Swayze.
They were just judging off my voice.
Oh.
And I was like, really? I sound like a 30-year-old?
Is there any other questions you have about the Flower King?
No, not at the
I don't
moment.
have anything. I
Not
don't
at
even
the
know what to
moment,
ask,
Leaflake,
honestly.
but thank you for your help.
No problem.
Mm.
Okay. And you guys continue on traveling.
Yeah.
I'm assuming some of you are trying not to think about what you're passing.
Stone.
There's the other shoe.
This is name every flower you
I,
come by.
I knew you were waiting for it. I'm like, wonder how long it's gonna take him to realize.
The other shoe, shoe's dead.
Oh no, it's not the shoe that dropped.
I was waiting for it.
Tell his.
Why the hell have I not
significantly
made that
less
a
bothered
T-shirt
than
yet?
I don't know.
Nikani's trying not to think about it right now.
I mean,
Tell's just not as bothered.
Nikani's just like not thinking about
they're
this,
not
and then
my
I will be
kids,
even more
so-
dramatic. So.
Yeah.
I'm not a child either.
Also, I hope someone's stopping Flynn on a daily like an hourly basis from picking the flowers, because he is definitely like.
You,
super
yeah,
brave.
is this going to be like the staff smacking his hand?
Without even looking at him, Nikani's gonna say like every 5 seconds, Flynn, if you touch the flowers, I'm going to break your hands.
I can use my feet pretty well.
Little monkey feet.
Monkey feet.
All right. So, you guys will end up making it to camp.
Yep.
However, I'm going to pause here real quick because it's 12:30 and it's been an hour and a half. We got about an hour and a half left. We're going to do the giveaway for this might be a mimic, but for Coffee Yellow Risk It mug. This is a tabletop loot mug, and
This reminds me of both D&D and also Prey. Because that happens constantly in that game. Oh yeah! Well, the first time you encounter a mimic, it's shaped like a mug. And you walk up to it and it's like,
Oh yeah.
ah, it's
It got
me!
shaded and
And he stabbed
everything.
me.
I,
It's my
sorry, I
favorite
gotta.
scene in Ragnarok. He knows I love snakes, so I
See.
picked it up to admire it, and then he goes, ah, it's me! He transformed back into himself and he stabbed me.
I love Bruce in the background just. Oh.
No.
Get out. Get out.
Okay.
Terrible.
So,
Go.
That's also a line from a fanfic that I used to break Bailey.
So, we are no longer having chat actually announce the giveaway because we did run into issues where bots would actually respond to it and actually type in the keyword. So the keyword is flowers to enter for a chance to win this wonderful mug.
Children.
And when we actually get done talking about how they go about the rest, I will roll to see. Oh, hold on, Jade. I just noticed. Jade retyped that because I actually had case sensitivity on.
How dare you, Jake?
So, Jade wants to know how I feel about curing the blessing of glass with the blessing of flowers.
The brown can't flower, right?
Just colorful.
And then I made Bailey mad at me. Again.
All right, so, you guys.
That is so
I'm assuming you guys stop again for the night.
Yep.
Leaf Lake is not very attentive to stopping, so same thing happens. And all right, so how are you guys going to handle rest? Is there anything that you guys want to talk about before resting? I'm just giving you guys all the opportunities to role play before.
I guess I'll continue going around the group. I asked Tell where he's from. Myth, where are you from?
The city of gold.
That's where my kids are right now, isn't it?
Yes.
I've been there. 5 or 6.
Or 14.
Yeah, that's where I was
14.
born.
Cool.
Isn't that
I
where Alduin is?
technically live there. Yeah. Oh, I'm not Alduin.
You're not Alduin. Not right now. Isn't that where Alduin is right now? The city of gold? That's right.
Who's Alduin?
A friend of ours.
He's also not a child.
Not a child.
Acts like a child.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry. I just caught that. That was a DM laugh, not a Leaf Lake laugh, even if
I don't know.
I was still partly in the voice.
You
Oh.
were. That was impressive.
Yeah.
Where were you raised then?
I don't know where I was raised.
You didn't really fill this character out very well, did you?
We got like everything like back to when he was a teenager, and then
Stopped.
stopped.
Just let me ask you questions about where you're from. Shit, they returned the question. Fuck! I didn't see this one coming.
It all depends on where, what kind of
I don't know.
part of. Think of this: the city of Gold is the largest city on the continent. So when it comes to like
He'd
city,
probably be from a smaller village.
so technically not at the city of Gold then.
No, he would have been born and raised in somewhere smaller. But he lives in the city of Gold.
Oh,
now.
okay.
Somewhere in the Heartlands.
Yeah. There. Here you go.
Indistinguishable farming village number 47.
Yeah.
That one.
There you go.
Out in the woods.
Roughing it.
Oh,
All rusted.
Out in the
like-
woods. Yeah.
Don't forget
And
to
then I went and fought the orcs.
don't forget to type flowers for a chance to win the mug.
Okay.
Not you.
damn it.
That's where I lost my hand.
Oh, how did you lose your hand?
It's a long story.
A bit.
We have time.
I would also like to know.
Do it.
It's a long story.
Was it actually
We
a bit?
have time.
Yeah, we have nothing but time, dude.
Improv it.
Yeah, but you.
Do it.
I want to know why your hand's gone.
I ate it.
Everyone is.
You
That
ate
doesn't
it?
sound like a
True.
long story.
Yeah, that's.
That's amazing!
Wait, what?
Do it to the other one.
I
No.
didn't actually
Griff,
eat my
do it
hand.
to the other one.
Okay, Zeph.
Why would you lie?
Yeah, that's
It
one
was
of
a joke. There's a difference.
Wasn't a very funny joke.
True.
your reaction was pretty funny though.
Because mortals can just lie.
Oh, yeah, there is that.
Yeah, trust me, I'm not very fond of it either, Leaf Lake.
She's lying.
Flynn, shut the
You
fuck up.
you see you kind of look at Leaf Lake and he just gets this confused look on his head, like the gears in his head just suddenly jammed up. He's like,
See, watch this. And I point at a white flower and I say, that flower's red.
We probably shouldn't break our guide.
You're really
What?
tall.
I am though.
I'm an elf.
Okay. Whatever you say, buddy.
I'm an elf.
Stop
He kind of
breaking
flies over to
him.
you, lifts up your hair. You don't have pointy. This lying
He
thing is
shapes them off.
stupid.
I agree.
You
I
can
was
shave
supposed
your
to be
ears
born
down.
an elf.
I used to be an orc too, but I got rid of the teeth.
Right?
Your
It's like
skin's
right
not
in
good.
your eye.
Yeah,
I
it
used to be a
always
half
does.
elf.
Okay, that
That's the truth, though.
that is the truth.
How do you tell the difference?
Wait, what?
Sometimes you
What
don't.
do you mean used to be a half elf?
Haven't you already found this out?
Ooh, do
No.
the thing.
Okay, then.
Myth, do the thing even
What?
though it pisses me off, do the thing.
I never told you.
No, didn't you do that in front of Rosalind?
Told
And he
you.
was there?
I wasn't there.
Told us what?
Oh,
Oh, Leaf Lake likes stories.
oh yeah, Leaf Lake does like stories.
Hey,
Oh!
you can cut that shit right out.
You're a snake?
Sort of,
Yes, I
yes.
am.
And snakes and lying go kind of hand in hand.
That's so cool. Can you
Depending on the mythology.
can you eat like a really big thing?
No.
I can.
Again.
You can't.
Does your
like,
jaw
unhinge
not
your jaw?
unhinge? Oh, what a shame.
I can turn into a giant
Would have
snake.
been fun watching
But
you
it
just.
And she kind of rolls up her sleeve, and there are a few little blue scales along her forearm.
How would that work?
What?
If Farron turned into like a giant snake, then ate a whole pig, then turned back into an elf.
Terrifying.
Oh, then you vomit
Oh.
violently.
But
Violently.
no, I was manacled to a wall, but I still had a dagger, and I needed to get off the wall to help a friend, so I cut my own hand off, and then
Handy.
Oh, like a fox.
yeah, kind of.
That's a lot less interesting than eating your hand.
That's just because you, the Fae, don't have friends.
I ate it afterwards.
Stop it.
That is so cool!
Was it stewed or raw?
Wait a minute!
It was raw.
We're getting it.
I just put each finger in my mouth and just slurped the meat right off
Okay.
the finger.
It's like, you didn't just. Oh.
Nakane's just thinking to herself, holy shit, Leaf
Makes
Lake's
me
a
uncomfy.
16-year-old boy.
He's less than that.
Waste not one.
12-year-old boy.
Yeah. Oh god, he's a 12-y.
But yeah, that's how I lost my hand.
Trust me, Leaf Lake,
Why were
I'm
you
mortal, and
manacled
mortals
to
are
a wall?
exhausting to be around.
Who captured?
Honestly, Leaf Lake, the only thing
Doing
you have
what?
to know about me is
Well,
that
you are
I
Stuff I
am the
probably
king of
shouldn't have been
flowers.
doing.
That you're what?
I just told you I'm
Shut
a
the fuck
Lante.
up.
Tell
I'm
me.
actually the
No.
Stuff I probably
You might
shouldn't
not
have
want to
been
tell the
doing.
King of Flowers
Was
that.
it when you were
Exactly,
a soldier,
shut
or
up.
before that, or after that?
Even though I'm the king of flowers, let me tell you.
It was
No.
like
You failed.
on the way
No.
out.
You're
so I had,
not
like,
the
just
King
her
of
figures
Flowers.
and all
You
that.
look nothing like him.
Ah.
Flynn.
So
stop.
like a prisoner of war
Everything
situation?
around
Yeah,
us
kinda, yeah.
can hear you.
I go down to pick a flower.
I'm hitting his hand to get him to stop.
And I stop.
That seems like a bad choice.
Nakane's tail is just like
What, cutting off my own
swishing
hand?
aggressively across
Being a
the
prisoner
ground.
of war.
It's just the
Oh yeah, that was
stick in
definitely a
his-
choice that I just made all willy nilly.
Just batting
Maybe
him
a
up so
one
he's
T sounds
unconscious,
like a
right?
bad choice.
Oh, see, I was chosen.
Oh right.
Soon.
You're gonna sleep anyway.
You were chosen? That's why you look like a snake. Wait, I don't understand. Why?
You
I
Because
just
she
wanna actually
sassed
catch
the
the
wrong person.
Class.
Because she backtalked the wrong person.
Who's
Remember earlier when I was saying your party is really weird?
you?
Welcome.
Who's Plas?
A goddess.
Whatever the name
Oh.
of class is in Druid land, I say that one.
What
If
do
that
you,
means anything.
what do you say?
Oh, okay. Never mind. I tried.
Do you guys do religion over here?
Yeah, the courts.
Religion?
No. Not in the way that we do here.
Chat is fey now.
Eat the
Eat the
hands.
hand.
It's a mortal thing.
Mortals are weird.
Tell me
You
about
are
it.
not wrong.
Very true.
So
Are you
imagine-
lying?
No.
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 So imagine the.
Were you lying about lying?
No, I'm not lying about lying. So.
But are you lying about not lying?
See,
No,
this is why we
exactly.
shouldn't tell the Fae about lying.
Exactly. So imagine if it, like,
Listen,
as far as God,
no one asked
gods,
you.
goddesses, that whole situation goes. Imagine the most powerful being on this plane. The most powerful.
The mothers.
Got it. We have similar things in the material plane, but they don't live among us at
Wait.
all.
No, the mothers is not the most powerful thing.
Okay, whatever the most powerful thing is.
The
We have
mo-
similar things, we give them names, but they don't necessarily always talk to us or.
the most powerful thing on this plane is the Allfather.
Ah.
Hi, Santa.
Eamon's grandpa. Did I tell you about this? I'll tell you about this.
He's the one who made the original Fae.
That's what the gods do.
That would be like a god on the material plane.
Oh.
Except our gods were people once.
Or, I mean,
once.
yeah.
That would probably be a revelation for
But they
them, actually.
they are creators. They influence the way that our world works.
They control aspects.
Yeah, that sounds like the Allfather.
Mm-hmm. So similar,
So what are the
slightly
mothers
different
then?
manifestations.
Like, Werner would be super pissed off with how things work off the track.
The mothers are the
Or
mothers
here,
of each
in
of the courts.
Huh.
Like demigods.
Ah.
They usually sit in a hut all day and drink tea.
That or you
That
call
sounds
like
nice.
the old father.
Well,
It
Right.
is nice.
Why are they
That
looking?
sounds really boring.
I think it sounds amazing.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I mean,
It's
after
a lot of what I did when I was with the governor.
after you've traveled like all the worlds and stuff, there's really not much else to do. And a good cup of sea probably sounds good.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
even if you traveled
it
all
does.
the worlds, the amount of
Especially
time
with-
it takes by the time you got done with the other end of the world, the end of the world you started with would be completely different at that point.
Maybe not. Fae bullshit.
Yeah, but honey, did you think of that?
Tea with honey is
True.
very delicious.
Honey, did you think of that?
No, dear, I didn't.
What? I'm not a deer.
You are now.
It's a term of endearment.
No, I'm.
Endearment.
Your tongue is so weird.
It's forked.
No,
Not quite like hers. Mine's just cut down the middle.
I mean, take me out as ruler.
No, not really.
What?
If that was called sarcasm, it's not.
Stick
a
your
lie.
fucking tongue out.
It's not
Right now.
actually forked.
Okay, good.
It's got like a.
That's a
being a-
thing.
Just fucking
No,
with
it
the
is.
Fae.
It is.
Stop
Okay,
fucking
but-
with Faye.
Now you're making me wonder. It's not like I've stuck my tongue in your mouth.
This
Exactly.
is an Alduin.
This is not Alvin.
whose tongue have you? Whose mouth have you stuck your tongue in?
In mean, a few people. It's called kissing.
That sounds weird.
You're not wrong.
You should practice on Nakane.
No.
Myth's ahead of you on that.
I'd rather not. Her mouth is really big.
Yeah, it really fit you inside their mouth.
Some people
Are you
find
just
it
gonna
creepy.
are you gonna stand for that? The Fae just called you a big mouth.
You're just gonna.
I'm not exactly going to attack our guide. Like, I am much larger than him.
Also, he did not call her a big mouth. He said that in relatively, her mouth is big compared to him.
Why,
It's
is that an insult?
It can be, but don't worry about it. I'm not upset.
Calling someone a big mouth means they talk too much about things they should not talk about.
She talks the least.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would be Flynn.
Grim is just trying to be antagonistic.
I don't have much else to do, honestly.
I know you don't.
So,
Your words are weird. You have multiple meanings for the same thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
Why
I
not?
don't know.
Don't know.
It's fun.
Not really.
No, it's really not.
Common is like that more than some other languages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some other
no.
languages are much simpler.
Yeah, Sylvan doesn't.
you know how
We just have a word for
a
it.
few of how sometimes my snakes will just like have their tongues.
Yes.
It's just kind of doing that.
The blepping.
Mm-hmm.
Little blips.
Hey, you should, like, put that back in your mouth.
Put that thing
No,
back
don't
where it came from.
wave
most
at
of
me.
them.
That's exactly what Sunday does, though, when we call him out on it.
Like,
A little blip.
God, he
Sunday's
was
an
such a
idiot.
toad the other day. He's like,
You smell
ow!
weird.
And then he goes hides in his fucking house when I go to get him out.
I could really use a
I
bath,
was like,
honestly.
really? Then I pull my hand out and he's like,
Out, please. And you're like, buddy, come on.
I just left him
Normally,
there.
I'd pay someone to prestidigitate me a little bit cleaner, but I'm a little immune to magic at the moment.
You smell like horse.
I have a horse.
We do have a.
The horse smells like horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So does he.
Because
We
he's
do
flies
have a
over.
decanter of endless water if you'd like to clean yourself up a little.
You do smell like
We have a
horse.
decanter of endless water if you'd like to clean yourself up a little.
Also, folks would like to know a description of Leaf Lake for drawing him.
I know he naked, but what else?
So Leaf Lake is roughly probably about a foot tall. He is mostly like a green tint to him, and he has like short hair that kind of comes down just to his ears. He isn't masculine, but he's not feminine either. He's kind of a very
Androgynous.
Yes,
Thank you. I almost
androgynous.
said ambiguous.
he does not have a crotch.
Found that
So
out.
he's a cat.
Pretty much, yes. And he has relatively smaller wings. So they're not like big butterfly wings.
Dragonfly?
More like a dragonfly because they're flapping very quickly.
2, 4, 6.
4.
Two big ones, two slightly smaller ones.
Damn it, Jade.
Jade says he's Puck from Berserk.
I don't even know who that is.
I mean, I don't watch Berserk.
Oh,
My brain didn't even think about it. Until,
that is literally Puck from Berserk.
I know.
Really, that's not who I pictured. I pictured what's his face from Seven Deadly Sins. Not Sloth, but his former BFF.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking
Chubby,
about?
skinny.
I pictured Peter Pan if
Pretty
he was
skinny.
Tinkerbell.
Being a fae, they are all beautiful. Well, the ones that generally are more about talking.
I don't know, those mushrooms had legs for days.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not the same for all of them though. So
But anyways, Smith, are you gonna like turn back into a half elf at some point?
That would be nice.
ooh. How do you do that?
Don't know.
Carefully.
Hey,
We haven't found a way to do it yet.
you could ask the princess.
That seems like a pretty big
Terrible idea.
I wonder what she would have me owe her.
I don't know.
Your soul.
Well, at this point,
I'm the new knight of the spring court, y'all.
Okay, Reld.
Could be something that we could ask, though.
It wouldn't hurt to ask, I'm sure.
True.
We could
It
turn down the
could.
negotiation if what she offers is out of our realm of possibility.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe.
That's a very good idea, Leaflake. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel like turning down someone like that is a bad idea.
As long as we word it the right way.
And that's why I'm barely going to do any talking here, because I am not good with my words and I get it from him.
Reclass as a Fey Warlock, sell your soul to her.
I mean,
Saying something like, what would
What?
it cost to do something like that?
Bailey just gave me the fucking dirtiest look.
I
Yeah.
just had flashbacks to a conversation a few months previous.
I am.
guilty.
That's charged.
probably.
Yeah, most likely.
Always.
All right, we're not getting any more submissions,
Nope.
so we're gonna roll on the mug.
Jade or Dom?
Good news, I don't have to ship this. It is Dom.
Ow, my head.
So, Dom,
Dumbledore.
I'm gonna send this with them. You're getting this mug.
No, just put it in my bag right now.
That means that we get to use it too.
Yeah, so it's everyone's mug.
There,
There we go.
there. It's in a bag. This is gonna be the quickest shipping ever. You're gonna get it tonight. Wait. Yeah, tonight, because it's.
Yeah, it's now tonight.
It's a $5 shipping fee though.
Yeah, just give
Yeah,
that to me when you
it
get in
will
the door.
cost
Yeah.
you some eel sushi.
Ooh. I might be virgin.
Everybody just.
Ooh.
Wait, I don't remember if I like eel. Never mind.
Eel's great and sushi's great, so
I don't like eel.
I don't remember if I
How
like
dare
eel
you.
or not.
You don't like eel?
Not that I remember.
It seems like something that you would like.
Oh, wait, I might be wrong. It was sea urchin. Sea urchin's what I don't
That's
like.
because sea urchin tastes like mermaid pussy.
Fuck
I
no.
really don't want to know where you managed to draw that comparison. And I never want to go to a fish mart with you ever again.
You've never been to a fish market with me.
What was sea life?
It's not a fish market!
It wasn't a fish market!
Wow!
For those of you that don't know, sea life is an aquarium.
So Jake, did I tell you about how
Flip-flips there! I'm never going to a fish market with you again. Yeah, but yeah, the urchin grabbed you.
That was cool.
It did? Oh,
No, that wasn't me.
It grabbed me.
Oh,
Yeah.
It
yeah,
was me.
much like a boos.
Goosh. Scoosh.
So Jake, did I tell you how I caught an eel before?
We're gonna continue on with D&D.
It's a quick story though while Vox is out of the room.
Because apparently everyone's deciding to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't take a break for us, and now we got.
I know.
Yeah. So it was like a
Bring me
small shallow pool not pool, like lake sort of thing. River, estuary.
Estuary.
Something. It was a water thing in like a park, and there were eels in it. Apparently, I didn't know there were eels in it at the time. But I was standing in it, and something bit my ankle.
It was
That sounds like the first time I went crayfish dipping.
And then I was
Never
close
done.
enough to the edge that I was basically
It'll grab
being
you.
able to turn around, put my foot on land, and
Yes,
the eel was
I
still
can
attached to
imagine.
my foot.
That's fantastic.
But then I just walked further from the shore, and the eel eventually let go on shore, and it's fucked. So we got it was a big eel too. So we just killed it, smoked it, and we had eel. It was good.
Smoked eel.
All right.
Yeah, that's the first time that's the only time I've ever caught an eel. And it wasn't even deliberately. We weren't even technically supposed to kill it. The fucker bit me first.
He bit me first, so I bit him last.
Yeah.
Dom wants to know if Leaf Lake is thick.
Dom, don't draw porn of Leaf Lake.
How is that possible? Leaf Lake doesn't have a penis. Or a vagina. Or anything else.
Don't
Dom
question
wants to
people's
know
Wow,
what the booty
doesn't
looks
he?
like.
What?
Got a mouth, doesn't he?
Don't question people's abilities, Jake.
Dom wants to know about that booty.
I'm drawing him from the back.
His leaf leg thick.
Not really. I know. Probably disappointing.
Rule 34.
Great. Tales from the Tavern is going to end up on Rule 34. That is the last thing I wanted. But-
He already has lewds drawn of one of his characters.
They're being drawn at the moment, and I didn't pay for them. They just decided people asked me for references, and I was like, okay. And then
For
and
oh, okay. So nobody from
no, they're not. They barely know Farron. Though
where is Vox? Did Vox die?
Yes,
She's in the bathroom.
Farron.
Oh, you got cookies.
Hey,
You want a cookie?
I did.
Peanut butter.
Farron will be in the game that they're drawing things of, and it's possible it might happen if they like him enough. I don't know. Depends how long he lives. It's a very high lethality game.
Oh.
alright, well, Vox is dead. I'm gonna leave now.
So while we're here, are there any questions? Since this is apparently our break.
Bring me more
Listen,
cookies.
it's a secret.
More cookies.
You look like a librarian.
We do.
I can make it better.
These are very good.
Me.
Oh, can't pull my hair up that high.
What are you doing?
Being a librarian.
I don't know if I like
I
them more
hate
than the
when my
mush
hair is
cookies.
this long. I'm so mad about it.
The cookie soup.
The mush cookies are good.
You're alive. Good.
That's
You just had
surprising.
to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, but the toilet's a mimic.
Oh,
It is my house.
got it.
There you go, Jake.
Or it was last time we checked.
No, now you look more like a teacher.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You look like you're about to give someone detention.
Those are cute on you. And they actually fit your face, unlike anyone else here.
I have a very small face.
Yes.
Why do I feel like I probably look like a band teacher?
No.
No.
No, you look like somebody who teaches the history of rock.
Yeah. Those band teachers will play poker with you.
Oh,
Yep.
I don't know what band teachers
the band teachers in New Zealand were all just long-haired or women.
My band teacher was a gent named Mr. H, because it was Heisentrite, but
Since
it
we
was
were
H.
doing hair.
Like there are either old ladies or there were younger guys with long ass
Pour
hair.
some sugar on me. That's how it goes.
I love that!
Salt, does that work?
Yeah, that was close enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in my mouth.
Remember when you went as tired Aquaman?
Tired doctor.
that was for Gen Con. I didn't have a costume, and I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll just look like Aquaman. I took my glasses off, and I had to squint the whole time, so I looked tired.
Tired.
That
Welcome to
doesn't
my
seem-
fucking life. Where everyone assumes I'm tired all the time.
That's your super.
I'm not tired. I just can't fucking see.
When I was in high school, people assumed I was high all the time.
People probably thought that about me, actually.
Like I was asked if I was a stoner and got taken aside by teachers
You're
to
not
ask
looking
if I was
at
high.
You have bright eyes or
All right,
No,
so
I'm not
I
actually
just apparently look like I'm high.
okay, so D&D. You guys had some discussions.
I wasn't.
I imagine.
Now, were you guys
Just
planning
like-
to? Were you guys planning to rest, or did you have other things you wanted to talk about? There's a whole day. There's another day of travel before you make it to the Flower King.
We do plan on resting.
Now I think they said you're from the Southern Spear, right?
Yeah.
But it's like a block of ice right now.
Yep. Frozen solid because of some awful demonic
Hammer.
creature.
So stay away from the Southern Spear.
Yeah. At least
Got
until
it.
that's cleared out.
Did you say clear it up?
Yeah.
Seasoning.
What are you gonna do? Put some ointment on it?
That's the blend.
What kind of ointment cures frozen?
Lead poisoning.
Fire.
Fire oil. Oilment. Oilment.
I have some oil. No, I don't.
I have
Oh,
fire. What are we making fire with?
Oh no,
again?
defrost.
We're not making fire flint.
I sometimes. I normally have some
This
fire.
isn't science fiction.
I normally have some fire, but my sword's not working.
We've got
Just
magic.
take off your.
I just
We've
have
got
like 3 layers
restoration.
of clothing I wear at all times.
What's wrong, Jake?
Yeah,
Shut
it's
up.
under a block of ice. That's how we got here in the first place, is we were escaping it.
The only difference in fantasy and science fiction
And
is
then
magic.
he's a druid, so he's from that forest place.
The alluring forest, yep.
I mean, there are cities in the alluring forest.
You're from that forest place.
Pretty sure that's where grandmother was originally from as well, before she settled down in the Southern Sphere.
And then
That
where,
one's
where
cat,
are you
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The only grandmother.
She's
I
been there a
have.
little bit, yeah,
from?
probably.
You,
Only
Blondie,
grandmother I
bald
have.
kid.
I
Where
mean,
you
I have
from?
more, but
I have no
don't
idea.
really
Bald kid,
don't
old
really
as hell.
associate with the elevator side of the family.
I know how old he actually is, though.
Yeah, he's 100.
You got a map on you? And like, I guess you hand me a map, like,
Yes, we have a map.
some way.
We found him in a basement with no clothes and no memory, so there's that.
He had his clothes, they just weren't on him.
They weren't on him, yeah.
I was definitely born on this continent.
No shit!
Are you sure?
I'll get back to you on that.
If he wasn't, he'd be an orc, wouldn't he?
Huh?
If he wasn't, he'd be an orc, wouldn't he?
Not exactly.
Maybe.
Who knows? I've never been to another continent.
I
I
might.
thought the orcs you have been.
This is
I
true.
thought those were on the same continent.
No, it's technically on a different
Oh,
continent.
okay.
There's just one city and it's connected by a really big bridge.
Yeah,
Isn't that Orcium?
Yes, the other continent is called Orcium.
because of the orcs.
Because orcs are really creative with their names.
No, it wasn't named by the orcs. It was named by the people fighting the orcs.
I mean,
You have no idea what the orcs call it.
Okchala?
Home.
Home.
You don't know.
Here.
You're not an orc.
New Orkia?
This is so stupid.
I mean, they came from somewhere.
This is true.
Yeah, we'll probably all wind up. You know, if this whole little adventure doesn't kill us, I'll wind up at the City of Gold eventually.
Oh yeah, we'll end up arrested and conscripted into the war.
Yeah, I should probably. Already been there, done that.
Arrested and conscripted or volunteered?
I volunteered.
Yeah, they can still arrest and conscript you.
Mhm.
Probably. Maybe.
I don't know if they'd do that with me missing a hand and all that.
I'm sure.
I'd probably just be executed at that point.
What are all of you talking about?
Yes.
I mean, as long as you have two working
the
legs,
laws
you
of
at
the
least be a
mortal
meat shield.
plane.
A great conflict which you, Faye, have probably
That's
got
why
no
I
idea
went
about. Because it doesn't involve you at all.
I do have a shield.
And there's no
I do have
children to
meat.
steal in there.
I have a little bit of meat.
I mean, we
A
get
lot.
involved in some things.
Huh?
But I don't personally
lot
get
of
involved
meat.
in that stuff.
Or it counts.
I mostly play tricks on people.
You would get along with my friends.
You would get
What's-
along with my grandmother so well.
What's
were
their
she
name?
Were she conscious?
His name is Eamon. I told you that already.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I'm in trouble.
Huh?
I'm in trouble.
Eamon trouble. That's. I mean, he is trouble. He could bring down. I swear to God, he could bring down the kingdom with a well-placed prank.
I'd pay money to see to that.
I would love
Kind
to see
of.
You
that.
wouldn't
But-
have to.
Note to
Invite
self.
him to a party. That's it.
Note to self: never
I-
introduce your friend Eamon to my grandmother.
I don't
He is a
Ooh.
wild
go
ride.
to very many
That'd be
parties.
fun. She'd get him drunk.
Oh, he would have a riot. He would have a hell of a time.
Okay, the last prank I knew of Grandma playing, she released 3 pigs inside the church. Being the head of the church, wrote 1, 2, and 4 on them, and then told her assistants to have fun for like 2 hours.
That sounds right up Eamon's alley.
Yeah, that sounds like something I'd have told her to do as well.
Why would she label? Oh yeah.
Because then they get the non-existent 3rd one.
She doesn't even need to tell them to look for the 3rd one. They'll see 4 and assume.
Oh, see.
Can you imagine how much worse it would be if you only found 1 and 4 though?
Why would that be worse?
Because then there's one still around.
Or if you only had 2
Oh.
pigs and you labeled them 1 and 4.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Up the ante. 1 pig, number 5.
We didn't find all the pigs. I know, it was just a joke. Yeah, we only found the 1.
Yes.
There were 4 others.
I don't know the other pranks that she would have pulled. Because half the time I was traveling. So.
Your pranks sound harmless.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why it's a prank.
Bro.
Oh.
You're different, aren't you? You
Eamon's
actually,
pranks
kill
are
people with
definitely
your
not
pranks.
harmless.
I mean,
One of my daughters likes to get in your coin pouch and take a single copper and then hand your coin pouch back to you.
Oh,
Okay.
She's shit.
That's just thievery, I think.
It's
So
a
how
copper.
many- So how many copper pieces have you lost to her?
I started carrying a fake coin pouch with just copper pieces in
Enough.
yeah, usually my tricks are making tree branches grow a little bit more so people trip on them. Making really loud noises and attracting animals.
Harmless depending on the animal attracted.
Depending on the time of day.
Oh yeah, true.
And where you're at.
This is true.
The dangly bits on like a ball, I squeeze those and it gets really angry and it runs around.
That could definitely kill someone,
That
but I
could
like that
definitely kill
prank.
someone.
That's the weirdest yoink I've ever heard of.
Yeah, for sure. Those dangly bits.
Somebody's gotta tell him.
It's not gonna be me.
Did you know that they have those bits too?
Oh god.
So if I squeeze them really hard, are you gonna get really angry and just start like ramping?
No,
Get
they'll
any more
hit
honey.
the ground.
They'll
What?
hit you.
They will just hit the
They
ground.
will fall over.
We'll hit him too.
Well, that's kind of boring.
Once you get back up.
You don't want to do that with me right now. I'm infested with Mage Bane. You never know what's going to happen.
Oh, that's right. You're weird.
I will urinate on you if you touch my balls.
What's that?
Yes.
They don't know what that is either.
They don't know
Don't
what either
touch-
of those things are.
Don't touch my dangly bits or I'm gonna urinate mage bin on you.
Yeah, he's infested with Mage Bane too.
I don't know what urinate is, but it sounds.
A
He's
fluid.
going to dump water on you.
I
It has
reveal
Mage
my
Bane in it.
schlong.
Warm, yellow, salty
No.
water.
I make the motion to reveal my schlong.
No. One, no. Two, how do you know it's salty?
I've been alive for 600 years.
He literally prostituted himself to a man earlier in this game.
Yes, but talking about urine. They were talking about urine.
It was a noble. They might be into shit.
Okay,
He
no.
did make like
No,
600
that's
gold.
not shit.
No, he
It-
made like
we
2,000
did-
gold.
We did fade to black, so anything could have happened.
And it wasn't 600, it was like 2,000. Or more. It was a lot of gold.
Yeah, that's covering a pretty big kink if you ask me.
One, I don't want to know about my great grandfather's sex life. Two, gross. Three,
What's-
no.
You never know. Maybe he's into golden
What's
showers.
sex life?
No.
Okay, let's be done with this so we don't have to keep
Don't
explaining
worry
these
about it.
things
It's a
to
really
Leaf Lake.
weird
The
mortal
DM.
thing.
Oh, come on.
We should stop this. Also, the DM. What's that?
I have to
It's
state
not-
a
it's-
character.
It's not that. I mean, you gotta be into some
Don't
weird shit, right? Tom?
worried
I mean,
about it.
not
It's
that
another
weird.
really weird.
Can I
mortal
just say
thing.
that
Tell
the
us
user that
constantly
just
horny.
came into chat was
Bondage
TrimGod69?
Trim gut.
Wait, what?
And hey,
What we got going
Grim.
here?
Don't say schlong.
Grimald. Tell is constantly horny.
No shit, Sherlock.
So am I.
Just like I give great handies.
Nice.
Slaps the stub.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna sleep, or can we keep walking?
Yeah, we should probably do that, huh?
Who's taking which watches?
Thank you
Probably
for
the same
song,
order as
no
again.
life.
All right.
As again, yes. Before. So, them two, them, me.
Okay.
I don't have disadvantage this time.
Curling back up into Tal's lap.
Hey!
All right.
Do a little snuggle.
I need perception checks for those on the first watch.
What is
8.
good? It's worse than mine.
I rolled a 1. Nice. I still have a +7. I've got a pretty decent
Plus seven?
perception.
24.
It's pretty decent, yeah.
Okay. Grim. The nighttime here is fairly pretty. It looks like a constant sunset. Tell. More of the breeze and the whispers. Whisper.
I love those.
Yay.
Playing solitaire.
And having been informed a little bit about, or having gotten some insight about the King of Flowers,
And how all the flowers are children.
you're starting to kind of notice the voices.
Yeah.
You're not able to make out what they say, but they definitely sound childlike.
Okay, cool. I'm.
Don't tell my parents I'm here.
I miss my mother.
I have a thing I want to do at the end of my second watch,
Okay.
but I'm gonna take
Yeah.
it.
So that's the first watch. So go ahead and roll again for the second watch.
Woof.
Oh,
got an 8. They both
Eight?
rolled 4s.
yeah, you don't really notice too much. Even though you can see all around you, it seems like the sun is just starting to form very brilliant, pretty colors, and your focus is somewhere else.
I just rolled it preemptively.
So,
Well, you just screwed yourself.
He's a 30.
30.
I rolled a net 20.
I want to
You
do a
were-
thing really quick
Yeah, so
too.
let him do it, but
Okay.
I'm happy with that roll. It's the opposite of
Um,
last time.
I want
Who knows,
to
that roll actually
pop
counted.
my
Nice.
ward and enter my quickening
Okay.
to see if they've been transformed and are still living, or if they're like, if what I'm hearing is like the voices of like children's spirits that are tied to these
So-
flowers.
Your ward.
Yes.
Is it magical?
Yes.
What is your spell? What is your spellcasting ability modifier?
It's charisma.
I'm gonna need you to make a charisma check.
Cool.
Wild magic happens.
That is
Oh no.
14.
Roll a d100.
Okay.
Fireball. Grows a beard. Flumps a bear.
14.
Flumps?
Clumps?
Flumps, you said.
You. Actually, shit. I need to actually look this up in the book because
Flumps a beard. You're asleep.
Damn it.
the way it's worded makes me think that this hits more than you.
I'm sleeping.
Same.
In my lap.
I'm also sleeping.
Bye bye.
It's shit.
And oh my
Yeah,
god,
I
I
dropped
actually
it.
did not realize how
I
bad this
shattered
could
my
be.
tooth the other day, which is why it's a smaller tank.
Just
than normal.
immediately vanish.
My old
Oh,
one is
oh.
like-
Isn't one of the things
But I shattered
banishment?
it by dropping it the other day.
It's not it.
And we're in a different plane
I
that's
was
not our
really annoyed
own.
about it. This one holds less.
Which means also fighting a Fae in the material plane, you just need to banish them and you're good.
Okay. I just. Oh.
I just. You know that noise, don't you?
What is your spell cast? What is your spell save?
16.
Okay. Myth, you're sleeping on
Tell's lap.
Tel's lap. Who else is near Tel?
Probably me.
I mean, we're all probably within like
Kinda.
20 feet of Tell if we're all still sleeping on the path.
I need
Yeah.
everyone within 10 feet.
Probably me, since that one's been sticking close to me because of my anti-charm thing. So I guess I'll be rolling a.
I'll just have you 3. All of you make wisdom saving throws.
Oh, goody.
Don't we get a bonus to that because of the counter?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Is that while you're conscious?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think it dictates it either way.
No, I don't think so either.
It generally should.
I think most of your stuff is while you're conscious. Most of your auras and stuff.
This is important because
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Aura of Devotion, starting at 7th level, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you can't be charmed while you are conscious.
Okay, so it's only when I'm.
However, I don't know about your other aura.
I know that's I have aura.
Almost all of these.
Are when I'm conscious.
Makes
Yep.
sense.
Okay, no,
you-
that makes sense. I just wanted to make sure because we missed the aura of devotion last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because otherwise I
So
could see
sorry,
you
no
down.
plus 5.
17.
Right.
20.
It's all going to be
Nat
against.
20.
So what is your spell save?
16.
16? Okay,
So
you
wisdom.
God damn it, why did I close this?
It's a save, Erica. Saves that are natural 20s are automatically success.
Yep. And I put the goddamn spell away.
Yay.
My friend.
Tel, did you make a wisdom save?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because you are within 10 feet of yourself.
Hopefully. At most times.
Oh, I beat it. It's a 17 plus 7.
Wow. Alright. You don't seem to notice anything different.
I sleep on.
Okay, anything weird? Okay, but do I accomplish my goal? What do I see? Are they just transformed into flowers? Do I see spirits?
It appears from what... So what is the wording of your ward again?
So, well, my ward is just to protect me against spirits when I'm
Okay.
like if I enter my quickening, it keeps all spirits can't enter it, and it keeps people from being charmed, frightened, blah blah blah, and possessed. But when I enter my quickening, I'm able to. I basically enter like the spiritual plane or whatever, and it lets me communicate with spirits, and I
Okay.
get advantages and stuff.
It does not appear as though they are just spirits. It does look like they have been transformed.
Cool. Okay. That was all I cared about. I just wanted to see.
I'm getting like a little bit of Little Mermaid vibes, like you know those little that Ursula
Yeah.
makes.
Yeah.
Do the voices seem like sweet and happy, childlike, or are they like
Yes.
okay, cool?
Can you stop putting your finger in the fire? Like, I know the trick you're doing, but you're gonna fuck it up at some point because you're dumb.
All right.
Well, if he burns himself, that's on him.
So that's it for your watch.
Yeah, I'll snuggle up with Myth and Nakane and
So
get
Farron,
some snoozes.
you're
Do it nice.
30.
Yes,
Nice and
I'm
warm in
really
there,
happy
Myth.
with that.
We'll sandwich.
It's the reverse of
Nakane
last time,
and
so you know.
Yes.
I noticed what went wrong last
Hide
time.
in,
Is that
hide in
good?
Tell's nice
Not
kitties.
really.
Yeah.
Slide into Tell's neck.
All right. My God.
Just the head hanging out.
She would be so safe though.
Warp. Honey, I found your hammer.
That we've actually carried people like that are unconscious. We put them in the bag of holding with just their head hanging out
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like drawstring it under their chin.
God.
because they can't breathe inside the bag of holding.
Right.
Right.
Well, they can for 10 minutes.
Right.
All right, so Farron. First off, you notice everything that everyone else has at this point. You definitely hear the sound of children in the field. Some of them chattering, mostly nonsensicalness. You actually can't understand the language. You're realizing you actually just can't understand the language that they're saying. And one thing you do notice is you notice that there's like a rustling in the flowers. That's not among them. And in fact, when that happens, you kind of hear like some of the flowers kind of like react to being like pushed around and stuff.
Okay.
I'm so glad you guys haven't picked the flowers.
That's
Says the one trying to pick the flowers.
That's I'm actively making sure someone's stopping me.
Okay, something in the flowers. Got it. I mean, it's not coming closer. That's good. Is it coming closer?
Yes.
Oh.
It's like it's moving, stopping. Moving, stopping.
Like it's trying to creep up on us.
Yes.
Just gonna like walk over to Nakane and tap on the foot with a stick.
Nakane would like. What?
And then, yeah, there's something coming towards us.
Alright, I'm up.
And then the next person, and keeping an eye on the thing as well.
Nakane moving would definitely wake Tell up.
As soon as like
He's
Nakane
always
starts getting up, you see it rustle and start to move away.
Okay, then I won't wake up the next person. It's gone now. It didn't like you waking up. Which is, you know, better than whatever it is deciding I can deal with them being awake.
Well, that's good.
Well, wake me up next time. I can deal with less sleep than everyone else.
She's got a big hammer, though.
Me.
I mean, fair enough, I guess, but if it just takes
Stop.
waking someone up,
Get your fingers out of the fire.
I can handle it a little easier than everyone else. We don't want them waking up exhausted.
Anyway, there's something watching us.
Well, keep an eye out.
Thank you. Saw that little fucking red wagon right there.
Okay. Continuing on.
Yeah.
Tell's gonna
Okay,
snuggle
well, I
back
guess-
in.
Same.
After that, just going back and doing what I was doing.
Okay, what the fuck is hunting me?
Yes,
Oh
probably.
my god, if it's
Oh,
that
is
fucking
it that
demon?
demon?
Man.
I should mention
I
it
know.
has been moving in the flowers, and the flowers are not very deep.
So
So
it's
probably
small.
small.
Like that demon?
No, the demon's big.
Yeah, the demon's big.
Oh, I
Leaf
thought
like
The
that,
demon's
friend.
bigger than Tell. It's taller than Tell.
oh,
It's like 12 feet tall.
I thought that the
Actually,
little toothy thing
good
we've
point.
been
Leaf
seeing
Lake's
was like
awake still.
3.5 feet tall.
No.
No.
That thing is like 12 feet tall and built like the Hulk.
Oh,
Leaf Lake's
But with a
still
scary
awake.
face.
that's a lot scarier than I thought it was.
Leaf Lake's still awake, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do you know what that was?
Well, what was?
You didn't see it at all. There was something small in the flowers creeping towards us, like, you know, little dart forward, stop, dart forward, stop, dart forward, stop.
Oh, it might have been one of the Flower King's knights.
Do they ride
Oh.
chipmunks?
Would they attack us?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Okay. That's fine.
Usually they don't attack other fae.
But we're not other fae.
Unless we're an invading army.
Oh.
Kind of looks around.
We're not
They
even-
might think that,
We're not an army. There's 6 of us. Plus you, 7.
but you're big.
Oh, they all like your size?
I'm not that big. And Akane, like, half awake going, I'm not that big. Shut up. And goes back to sleep.
I mean, compared to you, the kingdom of well, not the king. It's not the kingdom of flowers technically, but it is
Like the Duchy of Flowers.
sort of. Yeah, I guess that's a word for it. I don't know. Your words for
It's like a
rulers
kingdom
and
within a kingdom.
your words for rulers and stuff is weird. I don't understand
That's
it.
true. It was like a kingdom without a kingdom. Within a kingdom.
Call it what you want, but it doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay, that's fair enough.
You don't have words that are equivalent to what we have.
That goes both ways. Probably.
Probably, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, might have been one of the Flower King's knights.
Okay. Oh, good to know.
And I take it you're sitting down and waiting out the rest of your watch?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. A little bit of more time comes by. Rustle, 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 rustle. Rustle, 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 rustle.
I was gonna wait at this point.
Rustle, 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 rustle. And it's like right at the line. And you're working very hard to not like directly look at
Yeah.
it. So give me a stealth check.
I'm great at these guys.
Wow. Wow.
You big ding dong.
I inspiration rolled and I got a 1.
You big ding dong.
So 4.
Wow.
You are not very good. You are.
I mean, every time I've done a stealth roll, it's been shit. So let me see what that would. A 10. Unless it's going off the 1. I forget how inspiration.
No, it goes off the higher one.
A 10. Remember when I played Dead?
Yeah.
Didn't go too well.
You don't see movement beyond the edge of the flowers. It's just waiting. It seems that the two of you have noticed each other.
Obviously.
I can't speak. I mean, I might as well just. You gonna come out? I'm not gonna hurt you.
Rustle, rustle, rustle. And it starts to go away.
Okay, fine.
It didn't actually realize that you noticed it.
No. Oh well.
Well, it did, but it was hoping that you'd ignore it.
Try again next time.
It doesn't seem to come back this time.
Russell, motherfucker. His name's
Alright.
Crow, right?
All right. So, it's the end of your watch, and morning comes.
Yep. Oh, the fucking thing came back, by the way.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
You didn't wake me up?
No. I
Okay.
talked to Leafleg about it. He thought it was probably one of the Flower Knights.
Oh.
And they might think we're an invading army.
They
Because
could
apparently
tell
we're bigger than they are.
Well, yeah. If it was small enough to hide in the flowers, but
Yeah.
hopefully they don't. They will run off and tell the
And
king, won't they?
she's heavily armored and has a big hammer.
That's not even the scariest hammer I
He's
have.
on a horse.
Can you
A
take out the
big
scary
I am
horse?
very
Huh?
big.
Why don't you take out the scary hammer?
I'm going to tell you take this this one and give me back the
Mhm.
dwarven thrower
He's
thing.
gonna do the. He's gonna
Leaf,
pull it out.
Leaflake's eyes go wide,
Thanks.
and when you hand it back, Leaflake flies over to your throat and just. Where'd it go?
It's an extra dimensional space.
He falls inside of it.
Can he get out by himself, or do you need to pull him out?
I will probably need to pull him out. Do a reach.
Oh! That was so cool.
Thank you.
Be careful.
Do you need to breathe?
Hey, Tell,
Hmm.
what else can you fit in there?
Oh, all sorts of things.
Maybe?
Again, it's like a bag of holding.
Yes.
You do need to breathe. You can't hold your breath.
I mean, I can hold my breath really long.
Their
Okay,
void
but-
fantasies.
Okay. I was just wondering if we could keep him in there for a long time.
Well, I imagine if it's like a bag of holding, there's about 10 minutes of
Yeah.
air inside.
You see him, and he's actually not able to hold his breath for very long. And he's turning from a green and slowly, to a reddish color.
Reddish
Wow,
brown.
like that's very impressive. You can stop now. It's okay.
Ah, okay.
We're very impressed.
Uh-huh.
It was very cool.
I want a contest.
There isn't that much air in there, so you don't want to go in there for very long.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, it's probably a lot
makes
more than
sense.
10
It's
minutes
10
for
minutes
him.
for a medium creature.
Yeah.
So if he's
Oh.
a tiny creature, it's considerably more.
We could.
Yeah.
He could stay in there for a while, but my thought was we don't want to find out how long that is. Because
We don't
when we
want
find
you to
out, they're
get
probably dead.
This is fair.
If you were to go
Like,
in there,
how
we would
many
not want
pounds?
That'll be what, like 30 minutes?
I guess I'll avoid going in there again. But that was really
30
cool!
pounds?
Yeah.
I'm glad you
I
had
imagine
fun.
it's close to
We
a
should
bag of
probably
holding.
get back on the move.
How much
Yes.
is a bag of holding?
It's what, 5? How many pounds can a bag of holding hold?
A bag of holding, I think, can hold 500 pounds.
There you go.
Damn.
Or
Read the box?
5 skeletons?
Skeleton.
Because there's also a volume limit.
What about small skeletons?
So as far as I know, the rules are a bag of holding for
Yes,
my
what
throat,
about
right?
child-sized
Yeah.
skeletons?
That's the way we worked it because it was just simpler.
It was, yeah. So, like, it's basically a bag of holding, but in my throat.
Which also,
Hey! I
which-
get to wield Dad Nor's hammer again for a little while.
which also means
You want another one? Hold up my sunblade. I can't use it right now.
I can put it. You want me to hold it for you?
I think that's the only thing of mine that I have that you don't currently have on you.
Fair enough.
I think you've got literally all my stuff.
I think I do, yeah. I'll
Because
put it in my throat.
I think I handed you my bag of holding. I was like, I can't
Yeah.
do anything. I can't even get my own stuff out of my own bag of holding.
Yeah.
Man,
I'll stick it in my
it would
throat.
suck ass if we lost Tell now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't have anything in
Because
town.
I have fucking.
Yeah.
I now
I have
have
everybody's
the,
stuff.
the big
You're not gonna
scary
do my
hammer.
Well, yeah.
'Cause
I
I've
got
got two
back my
pieces.
You're
throat.
like our own personal inventory management.
Like a pack mule.
I now have my Mjolnir.
the only
So
person
that's
who
what the
can't
bad
lose
boys
their
can't
bag
say.
of holding.
Yeah.
The only person who can't lose their bag of holding is Tell, unless you chop Tell's head off.
Please don't do that.
Or
Which-
stick
Or,
mage bane.
or you put a portable hole in his bag of holding.
Oh.
Or
Which
arrow
don't
of
do that.
destruction.
Which don't do that. Because I will die. Or
You don't know that. You might just get teleported to the astral plane.
which would be death.
That sounds horrible.
If I'm by myself, it's death.
I think the bag of holding gets turned inside out when an extra dimensional space gets put inside of it.
It sucks everything within 10 feet of it into the astral plane. That's why the arrow of destruction's a thing.
That might hurt going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, I don't want to experience it.
That's a nibbler eating himself to get out of the universe.
Yeah.
I kind of want an arrow destruction. I
Climbing
never
into
got
your
to use
own
the one.
throat sounds uncomfortable no matter how you
Yeah.
slice
Honor
it.
for that one.
I do.
Oh,
I blame
yeah?
him every day. I
Oh
had
my
the
God, I feel
opportunity
like
to use an
the
arrow of
kind of
destruction. The
fucking
fucker
like
puts it in the bag of holding.
precision that you would need to hit exactly the place.
It's
Where?
it's almost like a natural 20 might get that.
Right.
Anyway, so
Wait, are you the only one that can use that? Or can... Oh, no, because he dove in.
No, you could theoretically. Well, don't because you are full of mage bane.
You might just
But-
vomit everything out.
Exactly,
That'd be
but
gross.
theoretically, anyone can reach
Really?
in.
is that how you lost your hand?
What?
Sticking in someone's throat.
No, most people don't have this. This is very special.
Okay.
Unique.
No,
Very unique.
I lost my hand when I worked on a farm and a cow ate it.
Stop telling him
I thought-
lies.
I
You
thought you
told
s-
this story last night.
I want you to just change the story every time he tells you.
Cows are very
Every single
dangerous.
time.
They are.
I know.
Not even joking. They're terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I know. It's
Most
what happens
of the
when I.
danger from a cow versus a bull comes from the fact that cows are kind of idiots.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they don't realize how heavy they are.
They're worse than Flynn.
So,
God.
you guys.
Call me fat.
I assume you guys
Okay.
head back onto the road.
Just don't call me fat.
Leaflet goes, well, because of all the sleeping. There is one more night where you guys are gonna have to sleep. And then the day after that is the Flower King.
Okay.
Because I thought we were gonna make better time.
Yeah, we kind of.
So, any family?
Me?
Yeah.
No, they're all dead. Aside from the coven, which technically my family.
All right, not gonna ask that question again.
It doesn't bother me.
I mean, mine's
I
alive.
literally have several ghosts attached to my body at all times.
What
Death
are we
does
talking
not
about?
stress
Probably
me
doesn't
out.
tell if he had any family.
So, what's
I
your
don't.
favorite
Oh.
part about being a snake?
I think you said you have a grandma.
Smelly
Yeah,
mouse.
grandma and
You
This
did
one
it-
is
you did
her
it.
Oh, yeah,
grandfather.
great grandpa, and then I have an aunt serving in the war.
Okay.
Yeah. And
And Dragnor is
That's what she
what,
knows
your
about.
like pseudo-father, sort of?
Excellent.
Yeah,
Nice
Like
yeah,
a father
that's
figure?
right.
yeah, and then there's Uncle Hry
He's a
who
cold-
serves
a
with
cold-blooded
Auntie M.
Who's Dragnor?
You seem fine.
Dragon-
Nice
Dragonborn.
man.
Am I cold-blooded now?
Is she cold?
I think we talked about this. I think we ruled no.
Technically, no.
Mm.
You're not as progressed along as a 1T as the others. You are more humanoid than you are snake.
Still quite snake.
The next stage, yes, you'd probably turn cold-blooded,
More
but
humanoid than
that's the
snake.
stage where, like, literally either your whole head turns into a snake, or your arms turn into a snake, or your legs turn
Your
into a
arms
snake.
turn into a snake.
Snake arms. They're really noodly.
Just our
Snarms,
arms.
if you will.
No.
Snarm. That sounds like a great name, though.
Sounds like a
Snarm.
Swedish metal band.
It does.
Snarm.
Snarm.
All
Well,
right.
you know I have family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wife, 13 kids.
Probably a 14th by now.
14th on the way, yeah.
Please don't
What about 15?
curse me like this. What?
What about 15?
And to answer your question, Dragnor's a friend of the family.
Oh,
That was
fair
me
enough.
that was asking.
He's known my grandfather since my mom was alive.
Friend by bartender.
Dadnor. Adoptive dad.
Alcohol.
Dadnor.
Dadnor.
My dad died when I was 15, to some sort of magical illness. My mother is in the mage conclave.
She works for the Conclave of Races as a conclave mage.
My mom's a conclave mage, but I haven't really seen her in about 50 years.
I'm sorry, how many years?
50?
You're that old?
Yes.
Am I the youngest one here?
How old are you?
How old are
And
you?
I'm like 35.
No, I'm 25.
Oh, you are the youngest one here. Oh,
Like
no,
20
you're
I'm
you're
like
younger.
23 or
25.
24, I think.
And
You're
You
not
think?
anymore.
aside from that, there's
Oh,
my
yeah, I know,
mentor,
right.
Bethel.
Oh.
Never mind.
Is
You're
that
close
like
to me.
city?
Oh, yes, there's
Wait,
17
yeah.
kids.
Okay.
Wait,
That's really it.
They're 17.
Wait, what?
Yes,
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 I'm
17.
17.
She's been
There are
doing work while
17
Grim's
now.
gone.
wait. How old are all of you?
64? 65.
Fucking old.
632.
Okay, you've got me beat. I'm 307.
Hey, I beat him.
I actually turned into
I
a
didn't actually
monkey on my
expect to beat a
65th birthday.
I have a,
Oh!
Well, if it's any consolation, you do not look like you're 65.
Well, I wasn't half elf.
Fucking elves.
I'm way younger.
well, you're
than
close
you.
to me. I'm
What's your
36.
Yes.
I don't look like I'm
Wanted to
600, do I?
I think it's still
But
the
I'll
same
only
as
live to
I
be about
was.
At my current
I don't-
6
I mean,
ish.
You look 600, he looks 600,
Given
she
my
looks
Charlie was
600.
60.
You all look, well, he looks a lot older.
Like what? 20,000?
Not quite that old.
Like,
Maybe like 60,000. No, sorry.
That's higher than what I just said.
5,000.
That is old.
Mortals age much, much slower.
Faster.
Even
Faster.
much
Faster.
faster, sorry. Much faster than anybody in
I'm
the Fae.
seeing that.
Yeah.
Except for him, he's weird.
He's an elf.
It's
I
a
will
race
eventually
thing.
stop aging, but
It's a racial thing.
assuming I
Or
don't die.
I won't.
Technically related
No, you
won't.
to
You'll
the
die.
Fae.
Yeah.
Same.
You'll grow old
kind
and
of.
die.
Same.
It's like some of you stayed there.
Tell sounds a little bit excited about that.
You do
You'll
remind me
die.
of the
You'll
Elijah.
grow old and die.
I don't know if I'll grow old
I
and
don't know.
die.
Well,
What over
I
there?
don't. I don't know if I'm gonna make it
Maybe.
That's
quite that
true.
long.
I know the women in my
In
family
passing.
generally don't die quietly.
Not necessarily. They're
You'll grow
very,
old early.
very,
I wouldn't
very
know about them.
uncommon.
Okay.
And in my
Then-
family, I don't know
like,
why.
Not even.
Wait, you said you served in the war?
Yeah.
About how long ago?
The war.
Up to you. The war's literally been going on for over 6,000 years. Pick your poison.
I've been out for like 4 or 5 years.
You would possibly know my aunt.
No of.
No,
By
of.
reputation, at
By
least.
reputation, at least. Possibly.
Possibly.
Small world, despite it being a very large one.
I mean, when you're all crammed into one area and then someone's got a big reputation, it's
Well, considering that my aunt has probably, Auntie Em has probably been in the war since, shit, she could properly hold a sword.
12.
Yeah, it's about me. 15.
I don't know when. She's a couple years older than Myth. I don't know.
Should probably
She's
be
an
like
elf.
15 or 16 knowing
Fucking
Yen.
elves.
Well, a half elf.
Hi, that's my fault.
Auntie Em Femara.
Warden.
Yeah, I know that person. Know of.
Mhm.
Never met her. I did a lot more frontline.
She is
Oh,
frontline.
is she frontline?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's the one who basically takes all the prisoners and trains them. And
I
then-
probably would have personally met her if I was a prisoner of war of the enemy at some point. Because typically
Sort of.
the person that debriefs you after that sort of thing is someone that keeps prisoners.
And she doesn't look after prisoners. She
She gets them.
She makes them as prepared as possible to
Die.
Yes.
Yeah.
to kill as many orcs as possible
Yes.
before they die.
Auntie Em Femara.
it's a really weird job description when you think about it.
It really is.
being
What? And Uncle Hive's job is that much better? Babysitting Auntie Em Femara. I'd say that job is way worse.
I mean,
I mean,
aren't you just babysitting him right now?
Yeah, it's way worse.
You kind of need
fucking
you kind of need a babysitter.
Yeah, it's way
So
worse.
does Flynn.
him I can agree with, but really?
I don't need to
You
work.
tried to
Actually,
drug my
theoretically, you
birthday.
all need a babysitter.
Except
Except
What do you mean
Tell.
try?
Don't
You're
need a
did.
babysitter.
fairly
You
mature.
did.
You
Full on did.
Okay.
I need a babysitter.
Some good cake there.
We're gonna calm down on the multiple conversations so
Sorry.
people can actually hear what's going on. I can't keep up with
Sorry.
what's going on.
What makes you think I need a babysitter, Grim?
Nikane doesn't need a babysitter.
You're a baby?
She's not a baby. The King of Flowers would want her then. Well, I mean, technically the King of Flowers might want her anyway, but for a different reason.
Horns?
What would that be?
Why else? What?
I don't know why we want her.
She has a big hammer.
He likes people with big hammers.
He likes people who can do things.
We can all do things. What
Oh,
kind of
never mind.
things?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, but she looks like she can do more.
Hey, did I feel anything weird when I set my word up, or did it just straight up not do anything?
It didn't feel like it did much, but you also, like, it felt for a moment when you set it up, like, so normally when you cast magic, you pull the magical energy from yourself
Right.
and kind of shape it.
Right.
It felt like when you were trying to shape the magic, the best analogy I can give is if, like, the magic almost started to turn to liquid in your hands.
Okay. So it felt weird. It didn't feel
It
right.
felt off.
Okay.
But you were able to kind of form it before you lost control.
Okay. Hey, Leaf Lake.
Yeah?
A quick question for you. Someone from not this plane, when they use magic here, does something strange happen according to your experiences at all? Does magic act
I-
differently here?
I don't know.
Okay. We may want to be careful.
Magic is magic.
Fair enough.
And I'm probably just as martially useful as Nikani. I mean, I've got armor.
I never
sword.
said that you weren't
Listen.
useful.
Pull out the mage bane sword. Listen.
We might want to be careful.
Put it back.
Casting
I-
magic.
You
I'm
pulling
gonna
out the
try
sword.
something Then.
There's another thing that you notice. What is Grimm's passive perception?
17.
Yeah, you pull out the Mage Bane sword, and you sort of see like all the flowers in the field around you, almost like lean away.
Oh, put that away.
Yo, that was creepy.
Put that away. They're living. They're afraid. They're afraid children. Put your sword away.
Boop one of the flowers.
Please do not.
I'm not gonna touch the flowers.
Flynn.
No.
Flynn,
They're literally.
when you have a terrible idea, don't say it.
What
And
about-
all of your ideas are terrible.
God, you're so supportive, man.
I know.
I'm gonna walk about 50 feet up the path
Okay.
and cast Minor Illusion.
All right. What is? Give me a basically just
Yeah.
your spellcasting ability modifier or spellcasting ability stat. Roll a check for that.
My stat, so the +5 or with the proficiency?
No proficiency.
Okay.
It is just the stat.
That is a 14.
Okay. Roll a d100.
Somebody walked over my grave,
Oh,
84.
in the future?
so to speak. Yeah. I get shivers down my spine all the time that my mom jokes
But she
that
just
I
kind
guess
of
my
makes an
grave is on
illusion of
street
like a
corner
crystalline
somewhere.
flower.
Are you missing any hit points?
No.
You are now.
You
That rest brought me to just the right amount.
you cast minor illusion, and you kind of, for you it's a little bit different because of the way that you cast your magic. For you it is almost as if you're trying to fill the air with your magic, and you feel the magic kind of go. You feel like the magic go out, but almost as if it's like dispersing faster than you were expecting.
Like it's in wind.
Yeah, like there's a wind that's coming by. And suddenly, in 30 feet around you, you see all the flowers wither and die.
What did you do?
I cast Minor Illusion.
You feel a surge of energy come into you, and you are going to gain 50 temporary hit points for the next hour.
Did you just kill a bunch of flowers?
And
You
thought
hear
I was bad.
screams.
So first I'm gonna go throw up.
I don't blame you.
I just said to be careful about using magic.
I was
I
trying
just
to,
said it.
and then I'm going to cry
Why did you call dibs on killing the flowers?
a lot.
Flynn, shut the fuck up. These
Hey.
are not flowers. They're
Okay.
literally children.
Nikani is going to.
You just see Replay go.
Did not mean to do that. Still a problem. We know. Well, 1 second. And
Oh no! Oh no! This is bad.
No, this is very bad.
This is
I
bad.
know it's
this
bad.
is bad. I don't know what to do.
You're telling me. Go help Myth. We'll sort it out.
Is it time to backtrack and go to the Spider Queen?
Probably wouldn't work.
No. Wait. I think I know what to do.
What?
Stay perfectly still. And you just see Leaf like freeze in midair and just.
Flynn goes, okay, and just plops down.
And why is that? He's not gonna talk because he's frozen, right?
It's just.
Go help Myth.
got it.
There is no helping this one right now.
Oh Jesus.
Because that's why she tried to cast a spell that doesn't typically do damage or anything.
I don't know what illusion you tried to cast, but it went off.
It was a crystalline flower.
Yep.
That's kind of fucked up now.
There's a crystalline flower just kind of sitting there until the spell ends. So you go up to Myth and
We'll figure this out. Magic
And then-
obviously works differently here.
And then you sort of hear
Why is it always me?
this. You kind of hear like a synchronous,
Great.
and some of the flowers start to kind of like you see them like kind of parting into rows and stuff, and you see several red-capped, short individuals marching towards you guys.
I am on my horse.
Can you even reach them from on your horse?
Hold on.
They all have spears.
Tell's gonna hold his hands up as a in an almost surrender gesture.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
It's better than getting into battle stances.
They all
I'm not doing that either. I'm just
they
standing
all
there.
kind of get to the point where they're either just getting to the road. There are some that came down the road. There's a few of them that are looking at the flowers and just kind of like horrified.
I am just in the fetal position sobbing.
And one of these red-capped individuals,
Akane's like knelt down like.
one of these red-capped individuals kind of steps forth, and you might think that he might be like some kind of general or something. He's
Clearly
got
has authority.
like a little bit more, I wouldn't say armor, but it's like their armor is like leafed. In the name of the Flower King, what is going on here?
It was an accident. Our magic doesn't work properly here. Something went off when we cast a spell, and it did damage to the children, the flowers.
Kind of like a trap.
All right, you will come with us to stand before the Flower King.
All right.
No problem. Myth, come
That was
on.
originally our goal.
Why is it always me?
I know.
Hey, this time it actually was your fault. You cannot blame that on me.
Yes,
She
you
was
can.
just trying to see if it was wild magic or not.
Well, you know what? It is.
It is.
Would it have been any better if you had fireballed with wild magic?
It would have been the same damage.
Exactly.
Eventually, I was gonna pull out a torch.
So-
Let's be honest.
I think that is actually a good place for us to end tonight.
God.
Yep, good.
We killed flower children.
What do you mean we?
No.
She did it.
I
Myth.
did it. That was all her.
Yeah. No, that was all.
No.
Okay,
I
I
even
know
picked
it's not
a
anything that I do now.
spell.
So, for those of you at home that are really wondering what the fuck happened, 84 on the wild magic table is each creature within 30 feet of you takes 1d10 necrotic damage. You regain hit points equal to the sum of the necrotic damage dealt.
I'm guessing that they all had 1 hit point.
More or less.
Oh my god.
They were very weak creatures.
Because they're flowers.
And you
Yeah.
just murdered 50 of them.
That is kind
How long do I have temporary hit points?
I said for an
for an
hour.
hour.
Okay.
Because normally it just heals you by the amount that it was dealt, but because you were at full, and you did a fuck ton of damage, I'm willing to just say it like gave you temporary hit points.
You really show those flowers what for, at least.
I'm gonna cry.
At least it wasn't flumps.
Hey, look
Yeah,
at-
yeah. No,
Look
you
at
know
that.
I felt at
Yeah,
the
like-
end of Roxara's fucking temple.
You know what that makes great?
Did you
Myth-
kill 50 kids?
Yeah, Myth loves children, and she just killed 50 of them in 1 second.
I wouldn't say 50. 50 was just the number that I gave you. It could have been more, it could have been less.
It could have been more. Let's leave it at that.
No,
Some of them only counted as half a hit point.
no. Nakane got to watch the first friend that she ever made turn into a goddamn 1P and not take the fucking wish out after they just went through.
Thanks.
But she
Hell.
didn't against her meaning to murder children in the double digits.
So
I would like to note, Myth now has the highest kill count of children on Tales from the
I
Tavern.
think she just has the highest kill count in general.
Damn.
So,
That's it.
how many children went missing from Rivertown? Like, roughly, more than 50?
I don't remember.
Is it more than 50, would you say?
Because it looked like
Probably
millions
not
of
quite
flowers,
50.
you know.
Not quite
of
50, so
children's
you just
flowers,
killed
yeah.
more kids than
It's
we came
just
to save.
that the ones you killed are no longer going to be able to see their families ever
I
again.
killed Flowey a lot.
Myth.
By the way,
Just
so I'm
killed more
opening.
kids than we came to save.
I'm opening this up for questions of viewers, players, anything you have questions for. Vox, the safe trip home.
Oh, what was I gonna tell you about? Oh, Eamon and his grandpa being Santa. So when I built my Feywild, Santa exists in Faerun, right?
Okay.
So he's one of the Winter Court
Uh-huh.
Archfey.
Oh, he actually is?
Yes. Yeah, he's the grandfather of Frost is
That's
his
funny as fuck.
his name, and Aemon's dad is the Prince of Frost, which grandfather of Frost makes him Aemon's great grandpa
Oh, that's so fun!
on accident.
Okay.
you part
Jade
time?
has a
No.
question.
Yes,
I need.
I see that. So
Can
the
I
question
have my-
is, why has the
chair
Conclave
is
been
not
at
my-
war with
my-
the orcs
Oh,
for
that means
6,000
you
years?
can't leave.
Largely because that's only as long as the Conclave has been around.
Yes.
The orcs have technically been fighting this
You killed so many children.
continent for longer.
She was just like, oh, magic's acting weird. I should investigate this.
I mean, if it's any consolation, it's exactly what Elvin would have done.
So there is no explanation as to why the orcs have been fighting this continent for that long. At least none that anybody on this continent knows of.
They just remember they hate each other. For some reason.
And nobody knows how the orcs have such large numbers. The Conclave really has not been able to make grounds.
Bye, everybody. Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Drive safe.
The Conclave really hasn't been able to make any ground on Orcium just because of the orc hordes. Yes, Jaden, people have.
They're dead now.
They come back as heads.
Heads.
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty clear message.
Yep. So
Someone's ahead of the game.
there is no talking peace with them. There's
Ow.
they constantly invade. There's no explanation that is given right now.
Orcs equal bad. That's all the explanation we need.
Here's me and
Oh.
Vox's inspo dice.
Right, I need inspiration dice.
You already got mine. It was a 1.
Bailey, I really wasn't expecting that.
That's pretty fucking funny though.
You need to come over here and sit. Come over and sit by me for a snuggle.
Did you have like?
Do you want to know why things keep happening to you?
You
Did you
keep doing things.
to trigger them?
You keep just being proactive. It's almost like that's what happens to protagonists in books.
To be
Bad
fair-
things happen to them because they're
I'm not
proactive.
the protagonist!
I was about to do the same thing.
I mean, you kind of are.
You kind of are though.
I mean,
Hey,
in all
you're kind of the
honesty, I
protagonist
don't
of the
really
party.
have any spells that I could have
You're the protagonist
casted.
of your own
I mean,
story,
if
and your
you
story
were
is
to
good.
put on that would have made
We're
sense.
main characters, but we're still side characters.
Yeah.
You're the
Can
protag.
somebody else be the protagonist?
No.
Well, Nikani's already had her shot at being the protag. We're taking a break from that for now.
Yeah.
Can she do it again?
Yeah, when we get back to
Faerun, his protag years are long behind him.
I could be the protag if you guys
No.
fire.
The protagonist years for Farron were making that family happy.
Elwyn is currently being a protag elsewhere.
yeah.
You're being
It's
Sam
not wrong, is it?
Tarley.
Huh?
You're being Sam Tarley.
What?
Game of Thrones.
Oh.
The protagonist that went off to the library to study.
Except he didn't take his girlfriend with him.
Flynn is the token evil teammate.
I agree.
Someone said it?
Yeah.
That's
Jade.
Thank you, Jade.
But yeah.
The one who constantly punishes you for punching flumps.
Oh, is that why you're always the target of the madness?
Yeah, because
And you.
Yeah, because Jade is perpetually mad at Jake for killing flumps.
And other creatures.
I need-
Yes.
I wish.
Are you gonna write
You
flumps are
wish.
dead?
I
No.
wish there were flumps in this Feywild, this Fey area.
No, the flumps
Well, I think the
cute.
flumps are fake creatures.
Hey.
We're gonna
So,
see. It's not something shiny or something interesting or enticing you need to have off the side of the road to get Flynn to go. It's a fucking flump.
Just a flump floating off in the field. Flynn runs after it for 6 days.
So I'm going to end up turning you into
It's
a
too
warlock
innocent.
so that they don't kill my friends, not remove the blessing.
Both is good.
That's good.
One or the other probably gonna be the option though.
I mean,
Vengeance for Shoe.
Vengeance for Shoe!
It's
Off this head.
Give me your phone chargers.
it'll be
alright,
okay
in my pocket.
Okay.
somehow.
Oh, I should ask.
All right.
About you.
So, I believe it is about that time for us to raid. We are going to go raid somebody, because Andrew's at the helm of the computer.
You know what, let's see if I can find somebody now.
But yes, I do hope all of you enjoyed this tonight.
No!
I wasn't asking you in particular.
I enjoyed not being the one to cast the spell that killed the flowers.
I am simply the world in this point. I am not always in control of what happens. And in Elithra, luck sometimes is your worst enemy.
There we go.
Oh, I like this. The name of this D&D channel.
Yeah.
Crit happens.
I like it.
Me. You need to come over here for a cuddle.
So,
Do we need to snuggle up on the couch tonight and watch Hunter x Hunter?
We
Here's
gotta
watching
do
Horizon.
the fruits basket too, though.
Okay.
Which fruit
So
basket?
the other
Does Jake want to come over and watch Fruits Basket since he's hooked?
is it episode 4?
5 just
Five?
came out.
No, I need to write tonight. Now that I think about it.
I was gonna spend.
So
it,
I
but
hope
to get
I
a
hope you guys at least enjoyed your
notification
first
sound that something I was
your first
looking for in
ventures
there.
into Elithra.
No! I'm watching my best friend fall
Your pair
apart
of
to
headphones
pieces
isn't
here.
really-
Thank you for the follow, Acker.
Hey!
Axerion. I don't know how to say
Thank
that.
you.
Oh, thank you, Akron.
I feel like
Exit.
Acheron's been here before.
I don't know.
But anyways, we're raiding Maddie. Everyone else looks like they're getting ready to wrap up. So
All right, so we're gonna go raid Matty Morgs. He is
Raid
one of
Maddie,
our
he wraps up.
favorite. Well, he usually starts like
Yeah.
an hour after us.
Yeah.
It's
so.
like he knows.
We will catch you all next week for more adventures in the Kingdom of Flowers.
Yeah.
With more
I
dead
quit.
children.
Oh, honey.
Burn the flower children.